How you doing, fight fans? Sorry, hey, how you doing, fight fans? Sorry for the late edition, man. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm a busy dude. I got things getting on. Hey, some of the best YouTube channels over here on the YTBC. We got What You Need. Yeah, we got Natty turning the Burt Sugar YouTube set. Natty say something. We got boxing.
What I want?
Yeah. We got boxing, peace and rhymes. The boxing encyclopedia. Speak, say something.
Yeah.
And we have Hassan all the way over there from in America, whichever part he's from. Hassan to come to bring that fire and that heat. And yeah. And we need Ben. I need some Ben over here, and I'm looking for T. I need T over here as well, so I need some backup because I'm about to flame some of these cats. So let's get into it. All right, we're gonna go from head to.
Michael should come in too. I think he wanted to come.
I hit him up already, so he should jump in. All right, fight fans and people, YTB, YFD boxing fanatics. We're gonna go straight in. Now, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I had Broner winning the fight. Yes, it may seem mad, may seem crazy. I had Broner in the fight, and I'm gonna start first. Right, I had him clean, effective work. I had Broner picking up a lot of the rounds early. I had Porter winning the first round, Broner winning the second round, and then I had Broner winning the third round, Porter winning the fourth round because he stumbled Broner, and then basically from the fourth to round 10, and fourth to round 9, Broner won all them rounds there. Porter had round 10, 11, and Broner knocked down with two points and with a knockdown. But you got to factor in on the round 11, I believe, Broner got a point deducted, you know, so he did lose the round and another point deducted. So you can almost say that's a 2-point deduction. Now, on my scorecard, I got Broner winning the fight, man. Not by much, but he's got winning the fight. And a lot of people disagree with me, and we're going to get into it. But let me get my scorecard right. So what I got here. So I had Porter, like I said, Porter winning 1, 4, 10, and 11. And that's all I gave him, yeah? That's all I gave is Porter, and like I said, I got Broner around. And for me, I was looking at the cleaner work which Broner was doing, and you know what? To be fair, I probably wasn't counting the body work, and that's probably where Porter scored a lot of his punches. He didn't score a lot of headshots, or maybe I wasn't seeing it. Broner was catching a lot of counters. He was clean. It just cleaner, effective work, man. I felt like, let me finish. I felt like Broner. This was one of Broner's best performances, which I was surprised.
You gotta be consistent with your scoring though, because that's the same thing we was talking about with the Jennings fight. Yeah, it was the body work. He didn't land much shots to the head.
I'm being honest. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm being honest. I wasn't scoring the body work. Yeah, I was scoring the headshots. Right.
I mean, you scored it against.
Let me burn that 95 room. 1 minute. See, this is what I see, people. Everyone's all fired up. They gonna kill me like people in the Lions then. So anyways, yeah. So I had Broner scoring the clean, effective work, and like I said, probably he wasn't scoring the body work what Porter was doing because the fight was sloppy. Complaining about the referee. I think the referee done a good job in terms of letting the fight action flow. And you know, Broner is the A side, letting it go on. But I was thinking Porter was doing the same thing with Kell Brook, where he was hitting behind the back of him when he was up close, and I was thinking maybe referees deduct the point against Porter. It never happened, but he got Broner for deduction, and it was rightfully deduction. Broner was pushing his head down. It was right, but what you need to factor, Broner knocked down Porter. Porter's supposed to be a bigger dude. Broner was walking him down in the fight, and he knocked him down. He's supposed to be a bigger, stronger dude, so Broner can come out of this fight with a plus for me, and I think Broner is all right. Like I said, this is one of Broner's best performances for me, and that came up with a lot of credit, and I'm probably the only one on the planet right now, maybe not me, T, and Benuma, but that's the way I saw it. I'm going to let Natty Turner go first, and go ahead, Natty. Hey, at this point, no one needs to be interrupting. We talking, and after we finish what we're saying, then we can just interact with each other. Go ahead, Natty Turner.
Look, I picked Broner to win this fight. I thought he was the more skillful, accurate puncher. You know what I mean? He had more dimensions to his game, but he did not show up for this fight. He was standing there for long periods of time just gazing into Shawn Porter's eyes and not doing any work. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? And every time he would land something that was nice and effective, you would expect him to follow up. But he's just admiring his work. Oh, that was a nice shot right there. Ooh, that looked good. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? Shawn Porter was outworking him on the inside, landing devastating body shots. You know what I'm saying? when he was holding Shawn Porter was using the loose hand to come over the top, land the body shots from that perspective as well. You know what I mean? Shawn Porter just outworked him. He didn't outskill him. He just outworked him because Adrien Broner didn't do anything. You know what I mean? Like one shot here or there is not gonna do it for you. A check hook here and there is not gonna do it for you. You know what I'm saying? Okay, he dropped him in the final round, and that's the only round I seen him let his hands go. You know what I mean? The corner was imploring him to let his hands go for like the last 5 to 6 rounds, and he just wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? I don't know if he was afraid of what was gonna come back, or I don't know what was in his mind. I don't know what the game plan was, but whatever the game plan was, it wasn't effective, man. And he let Shawn Porter come in there and outwork him. And Shawn Porter normally fights a sloppy fight, right? But this is the cleanest I've really seen Shawn Porter fight in a long time. You know what I'm saying? This is the cleanest work, even though it was still a sloppy fight. This is the cleanest work I've seen Shawn Porter implement in a fight for quite some time. But Adrien Broner didn't do anything that could tell me that he was winning rounds. Shawn Porter was doing all the work. All the work. The most work that Adrien Broner was doing in there was the clinch. He sure held on pretty well. You know what I mean?
Push too.
That was pretty effective, the holding on. But as far as punch being thrown and punches landed, he wasn't doing much of that, man. It was too it was too sporadic. His offense was just too sporadic, man. You just can't give somebody rounds based on that. Like I said, I gave him 5, I believe 7, and round 12, of course, because he got the knockdown. But that 10-8 round was nullified by the previous round, in which he got a point deducted. And, you know, Shawn Porter obviously won that round, so that's a 10-8 round. So that washed itself out. So it was 110-116 on my card. Shawn Porter really decisive, in my opinion. It was pretty decisive. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't close. You know, it didn't seem that Adrien Broner was arguing about it. He knew he lost the fight. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I don't know what y'all saw in there. Y'all gonna have to really explain it to me and break it down to me. But to me, Adrien Broner just did not do enough effective offense in order to win this fight. Some of the left hook was nice, the check hook was nice, but a lot of times it missed. A lot of times it was slapping, and sometimes he just used the check hook to like mush Shawn Porter on the face. It wasn't even really a punch. It was like he was pushing his face with the left hand. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it wasn't even really landing that hard anyway. You know what I mean? The hardest shot that landed was the in the final round. And you see what happened. He should have been doing that from earlier. He just didn't do enough to win the fight to me, man.
Absolutely. Hey, man, I ain't even gonna get into it, man. I'm gonna get you later. Yo, Beats, go ahead, Beats.
Well, Broner spoilt the fight, man, you know, leaning down, and he held excessively. He fought with no energy. You're in your 20s. I don't know who he thinks he is. I think he's got this impression that to be a great fighter, you have to try and make it look ultra easy. But he needs to go and look at the history of the sport and see how hard that Ali fought in his eliminator against Doug Jones. He needs to watch how hard Sugar Ray Robinson used to fight to get stoppages. He needs to go and watch how hard, you know, Sugar Ray Leonard battled to beat Kaluli, a bigger man. Like, you know, to be a great fighter is not this posing thing that he seems to think it is. He needs to go watch Floyd fight Emmanuel Augustus, yeah? And how he had to take on Castillo twice. He needs to go watch and see what it really takes. Because he's fighting, like, it was mediocre. I was disappointed. I was like, man, this is what he's doing. A few pushing punches with his shoulder up. And I'm supposed to be impressed. Nah, Shawn, like, was the blue collar fighter, and he worked hard. He was fighting for his career. One man was fighting for his career. One man must have realized that it was close on the scorecards, and he wouldn't turn the volume up. He stayed at one pace and threw one good shot in the left, in the 12th, the left hook. And he's got power. What's so frustrating is the boy has ability. He's got power, But the stance he boxes from, like Fair Shake was saying, is the totally wrong style for him. The style just don't work for him. What he's trying doesn't work. He needs to fight a fight where he's more of a puncher. He needs to get rid of Mike. Mike Stafford needs to drop him because he's got no respect for Mike Stafford. He needs to go to a coach who says, yo, if I hear you're even near the club, I'm just getting rid of you. That's what Freddie Roach did to Chavez Jr. No, you want to play about, I've got Miguel Cotto and Manny Pacquiao. These guys graft for whatever they got. I don't need you here. I'm trying to build world champions. Broner, look, man, I don't really blast guys' personalities in my videos or when you guys probably, but this guy, all the criticism he's getting now, he needs to hear it. He needs a wake-up call. Either quit boxing or take it serious. Mayweather Sr. said he looked like a bum. And look, I don't use that word, but he's right. He looked like a bum in there. He looked like a bum. It was terrible. It was horrible. I was glad Porter won because, he was fighting for his career, and another man, I don't know what Broner was doing. I don't know what to say on it. I'll chime in if there's a next round.
Hey, there's going to be a free-for-all after this. I'm just letting everyone burn, man. We're going to go with what you need. Go ahead.
All right, well, I'm going to be analytical because, one, I don't think that Broner, I think Broner is a very skilled, very talented fighter, no doubt. You see it. You saw it in the fight. He's the more skilled fighter, period. Okay? Now, the thing about it was I thought Broner was going to win because I thought he was going to fight more like the Broner I saw against John Molina. The Broner I saw against John Molina flashed that jab. He was working. This guy started off the fight feinting Porter and getting Porter to bite on his feints. This guy was feinting Porter and getting him to bite on his feints. So just imagine with a jab in his face, what would have happened with Porter? What I think happened was in the first round, Porter threw a jab. Broner countered the jab with his right. And then Porter, he threw that half jab, and then he went to the body with a hook, and then he did 2 leaping left hooks. Do you remember that? In the first round. Now, the thing about that was, here's the problem with Broner. Broner doesn't have a problem with skill. He doesn't have a problem with form. He has a problem with discipline.
Hey,
mental.
You have to mute, bro. You have to mute. I'm getting feedback. Go ahead. What you need.
He's not disciplined. You see? You don't throw a punch and admire that punch and air back your hand like if you're some artist. You know what I'm saying? You get your hand back into position, into the guard position. He didn't do that, so what did he get for that? 1 left hook in his face. He pulled back, he got another left hook in his face. Then he put the guard up because he realized, I need to keep my guard at all times. Porter went into that fight feeling he's so superior. Broner went into that fight feeling he's so superior to Porter. He could do whatever he wanted in the ring. For some reason, he misinterprets what Floyd Mayweather says about being relaxed and calm in the ring. He took it to the next level of being flat. And so he went into that fight, got countered by Porter, because Porter's quick, all right? Porter exploded, 2 leaping left hooks, got his attention, then he was up against the ropes. Porter was working to the body. He clenched him. He got 1 shot into the body, Porter. And then he clenched him up, locked him up, and that was that. But my point being, throughout that fight, Porter had lapses in concentration. You don't get hit with 2 shotgun jabs. You just don't get hit with 2 shotgun jabs. You don't. You get hit with the first shotgun, you go low. You change levels. You know what I'm saying? You don't stay to get hit by another shotgun jab. You don't stand there and get hit by another. So these kind of things just pissed me off. I was watching the fight. Then Broner, he was using the jab before, and then he would use the pouring jab to occupy. He changed, Broner changed up his stance. Broner's brilliant. But the problem with Broner, you got all this skill, all this talent, so you feel you're all that. You don't feel that you need to listen to Floyd Mayweather and Dwayne Blake say, you need to rest this afternoon. No, you're going to go watch guys spar for the whole entire afternoon. That's Adrien Broner. He doesn't listen to people. He won't listen. So he paid the ultimate price, okay? He was flat throughout the fight. I would say it wasn't Porter that made him lose that fight. It wasn't Porter took away things from Broner. Because there was long periods of time when Porter wasn't jabbing. and Broner wasn't jabbing. Nobody was jabbing. And then Broner would just let Porter be first every single time. Even if you don't land the jab, who cares? You get the guy in a defensive position. You throw the jab. Once you throw a jab, the other guy has to be defensive. He has to fend off that jab. Even if he's going to pull counter you, okay? Even if he's going to do a counter over the jab, he has to first get out of the way of the jab, which makes you push your opponent backwards. And Broner likes to fight off the front foot. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do that. He didn't throw the jab. That's what he did with John Molina. That's why John Molina didn't look like nobody. If he did that to Porter, you know what would have happened. And he wasn't snapping the jab with authority like he was doing in the Molina fight. It was this weak pawing jab. You know, I don't know who he thinks he is, and he wouldn't throw it at all. Sometimes he'd feint, but that's it. So Porter gets to come off first, and he does just like Shane Mosley. He throw that jab, that weak little jab, and then he come in like bum rush you, and then he comes inside, and he wild and crazy, and you tying him up. And what's he doing while you tying him up? Scoring points, body shots, head shots. He's scoring while you trying to tie him up. And I said before this fight, if Broner goes to trying to tie up people, he's going to lose the fight. That's how he lost against Marcos Maidana, trying to tie up Marcos Maidana. He's not the greatest guy and tying up. He needed a pivot and strike. He needed to use the defense and in one motion, check hook and spin. He needed to do those things. That's what Broner needed to do in this fight. All right? And when he's walking down Broner, and when he's walking down Porter with that jab, right, it will set up everything else. He wouldn't jab for the life of me, and I know it was because he was afraid of the speed of Porter. He had not fought somebody that fast, so the speed threw him off. But you still throw that jab. That's what you need to do. Andre Berta was doing it against Josecito Lopez. That's what you need to do against guys like that, right? He never did it, and as a result, he was inactive. He did land the check hook. That was the one punch that was working for him most of the night. He didn't land lead rights. He didn't get the uppercut to land. He was off with the uppercut. The uppercut was there for him all night long, but he couldn't land it. He couldn't land the what do you call it? A slip. You slip to the side and then you land your lead. That was open for him all night because Porter kept on rushing in. Okay, now Porter.
What you need? I know you getting in, bro. You wrap it up real quick and so someone else can jump because otherwise.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Thanks, Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. In short, what I'm saying to you is the mindset of the guy is his downfall. It's not his skills. He's got a lot of skills. He got a lot of ability, right? He didn't use the pivot much, but he got a lot of skills. He got a lot of ability. You see it in the fight. You see he can do these things. He can avoid shots. He can counter. It's his mindset. Right? He didn't take this fight seriously at all. Shawn Porter wanted this fight. He was hungry. You understand? And with the limited skills he had, he made it happen. And that's where I'm disappointed in Adrien Broner because Adrien Broner, he messed up this fight, not Shawn Porter, as far as I'm concerned.
Thank you very much. What you need. Hassan, go ahead, man.
To be honest with you, I mean, looking at the fight, I don't think Adrien Broner had any skills to win this fight, period. No scenario. I think if they fought 100 times, Porter wins 100 times. The thing that made Broner not do the jab was that when Porter went into that, hold on a second, let me get out of this. When Porter went into that Shane Mosley type of boxing, which Broner was not expecting, it threw Broner off. Broner had no idea he was going to do that. And you see him just jump around back and forth for a little bit, do a jab, then rush him. And I think that's what threw off Broner from actually, getting a rhythm, was that every time he wants to build a rhythm, he sees this Porter in front of him jumping back and forth with his hands up. So he's like, okay, should I jab? And right when he's about to jab, Porter is going to jab first, and he starts rushing him. And he kept doing it over and over and over. So Porter was getting the rhythm, and Broner was getting no rhythm. Now, I did have Broner, when Broner did start to get in this groove, which I'm going to actually attribute to the holding that made Porter's hands get tired, because that's when I actually started having Broner win. All the holding that Broner was doing and yanking at, Porter's arms, with all that muscle that he has, muscle don't move too good. You need a lot of oxygen to move the muscles. I think all the grabbing on Porter's arms made his arms get tired, and so when I had Broner coming back in the 5th and 6th round, it looked like Porter was tired, and Broner started jabbing him. And when Broner was jabbing him, he was very effective. But at the same time, when Porter started getting his stamina back, I had Porter back again dominating. But I think the holding did play a big role in the fight. I did not find Broner impressive whatsoever. I think without the holding, Porter whitewashes him completely. I mean, like, when I mean complete, I mean 8-3. The holding played a humongous role. I had to actually fight 114, 112. I forgot about the deduction for the holding. So I had 114, 112. But to be honest with you, I think Broner should have been pointed for the behind the head punch he did when the ref was breaking him apart. That little weird thing he did with the threw his arm behind his back and hit Porter in the face. That should have been a point right there. He should have got a point back when he pushed, Porter's face back twice, and the ref warned him twice. I mean, you get warned once, second time is a point. He didn't give him a point for that. So, I mean, the point he gave him to was pushing his head down. But you got to remember the hit behind the head he did, or the shoulder thing, and also pushing his face back. There should have been 2 points extra right there. The fight was dirty. Broner looked disgusting fighting. It was very, very dirty, and it wasn't because of Porter. Porter stayed classy. He didn't do anything illegal. I mean, Broner had some points, but honestly, his points were gained on rounds where he had holding, and I had to give him points because clean, effective punches, and Porter was letting it get in his head, and then he got his stuff back together. But I thought Porter won decisively, and like I said, 100 out of 100 times, I think Porter wins. I don't think Broner has the skills at 147 or 144. He's built for 140. He's a small guy. He may rehydrate up to 160, but he's still a small guy at 160. So I just don't think he'll ever be good beyond 140, in my opinion.
Shit, I think everyone's better than that, man. All right, man, free for all, man.
I just want to say though that you're saying that Porter was dancing back and forth. There was times in the early rounds Porter wasn't doing shit, and Broner wasn't doing shit. So why was Porter not doing? Porter wasn't doing anything. Broner had. What happened later on is Porter, because he got bolder when he realized that Broner wasn't throwing any jab back at him. So then he started popping the jab and he started working his stuff. That's why Broner dropped Porter in the 12th. Porter was jumping back and forth doing the same nonsense he was doing all the time. And Broner feinted him as if he was going to throw the jab, and then he left hooked him and knocked him down.
I think the jumping back and forth was very effective.
Hey, it's a free throw, man. It's a free throw.
Another reason why he caught him because he kept on dropping his hands too. Shawn, he kept on dropping his hands, and in the 12th round he had both his hands down, man. Like, Broner couldn't hurt him or some shit.
Poor as an amateur, man. Poor as an amateur.
He was more surprised and hurt, to be honest with you.
All Porter was doing was bum rushing Broner. It was nothing else. You understand? But Broner wasn't just doing. Broner just wasn't doing.
Porter was also. Porter was also slipping punches.
It was a workman-like performance.
Man, Porter ain't no world-class fighter, man. He ain't no world-class.
Porter landed his jab quite a few times on hard jabs as well. And
shotgun jabs.
He hurt Broner with consecutive right hands in the 9th. He outworked him to the body. Like, man, that was listen.
That was terrible.
It wasn't pretty, but he did what he had to do, and Broner had no answers for him.
That's terrible.
That's because Broner let him into the fight. Broner didn't throw any jabs. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. He didn't throw anything. He didn't take initiative.
But that's Broner's fault. You know what I'm saying?
Broner's overrated.
I told you he lost the fight.
Porter's overrated.
Broner's overrated. Broner is overrated. Broner is severely overrated.
Porter ain't beating Mayweather. Porter ain't beating Keith Thurman and Errol Spence. Yeah, I like to see Errol Spence.
I tell you what, right?
A good fight. Go ahead.
Broner versus Frankie Gavin would be a 50-50 fight.
Yeah. What we mean? Broner versus
Frankie Gavin.
Leonard Bundu versus Porter would be a good fight. I like Bundu.
Leonard Bundu would beat
I don't know why y'all hurt on Porter. Porter gets the job done. It may not be the prettiest, but he gets the job done. He got knocked down on his. He got hit on his chin.
He got knocked down. You see his face when he got knocked down.
You just said he lost. He didn't lose actually. He won by 118 and 110 on one card.
On who? No, I'm saying, Broner knocked down Porter.
No, you just said he lost. You said Porter didn't lose.
No, he said he got knocked down.
In my opinion, he won. In my opinion.
Oh, in your opinion, okay.
In my opinion,
I mean, Broner was missing a lot of punches. Porter missed a lot of punches.
Easy beats. He's on it, you know. Listen. Hey, Beast had his time, like on the Kell Brook thing, and Beast had Kell Brook losing the fight. He didn't lose the fight, even though we disagree. But this is my time now, and I honestly believe that Broner won the fight. He had clean work, man. I seen him doing the cleaner work. Porter like an amateur, right? He fight like an amateur.
How many times did Broner
like
miss?
an amateur.
How many times did Broner miss?
Like an amateur.
But Errol, okay, maybe he fights. Let's say he fights like an amateur.
Yeah.
The amateur punches were landing more than the professional punches.
It wasn't landing though, bro. It was all scrap. He was hitting behind the back. I saw him hugging. Broner was walking Porter down in some sort of fight.
He was not throwing any punches.
He was throwing right hands over. He was throwing right hands over Broner.
He was walking him down, right? Like you walking all the way to the grocery store. You just walk and hold her hand. You don't do nothing to her though.
Nah, bro, he was running right hands over Broner.
Looking at him.
Oh, man.
That's why Porter's like, oh, you ain't gonna do nothing. Well, I'm gonna do something.
Exactly.
So walk somebody down, you have to throw a punch.
Hey, Porter's lucky he went 15 rounds. He would have been stopped. Broner knocked him down.
He was gonna stop him in the 12.
No.
Porter was hurt.
Porter actually won. Broner gets the round, but Porter actually won that round.
Yeah, Porter got right back.
Actually won it.
Porter got back up.
Pretty much the most
survival round for Porter.
In that round, man.
That's pretty much the most dominant round.
Got up and started swinging again.
Listen, man. Poor Adrien Broner finally got some kind of urgency in his bottom, and he finally started going after Porter.
I think he got. I know what I think it is. I think Porter got complacent and got hit with a punch, but I think if he's not complacent, that punch never lands. He missed so many. Broner missed punches so many times with Porter right there in front of his face. He'd swing and Porter would duck, and nothing but air for Broner.
And you doing like if Porter was landing all the time, like he was.
I was wondering when Broner was going to try to touch that chin.
Hey, Porter didn't land all the time. He just outworked. He got outworked.
Porter's not world class.
He got out hustle.
There's no way Porter's world class, man.
Well, there's no way Broner's even domestic. There's no way Broner's even domestic.
Because Broner technically isn't world class because every time Broner needs to step up, he loses. So he lost. I thought he lost.
I'm with that side on that. I agree.
He lost to Porter, so he's not world class at all. Broner is not.
How can he be world class and he lost to Porter? Exactly.
But I didn't win in the fight, so I feel Porter.
Man, Manny Pacquiao won the fight. If you turn the sound up, turn the thing upside down, and over your finger. No, come on, man.
I don't think no one wants to fight Porter after that fight. He doesn't sell himself good. And Mayweather.
Keith Thurman will beat Porter. Keith Thurman will beat Porter.
Keith Thurman will knock Porter out. Everyone's knocking Porter out. Porter is terrible. And you know, give me a joke here. But we had a tournament the other day. With certain people, not saying no names, they had Porter winning, and understandable then before. But now I can't believe that people. And I always said, Mayweather, come on. How you Porter?
I didn't have Porter winning. You ain't calling me.
I ain't trying to say you. Beast knows what I'm talking about, man. Beast knows what I'm talking about. And if they come over,
Porter can be Mayweather.
If they come over, I'm gonna give them the business. And all business. Porter's overrated. His dad's Porter was this the thing, right? This is the problem. This is the problem I have, right? This is the real beef I have. That his dad was saying how we're gonna walk him down and we're gonna beat him up. Either the ref gonna throw, either the ref gonna stop the fight, or they gonna throw in the towel. And I see Broner knock him down on his butt, and I said, "This dude ain't man."
First time in his career, but you gotta remember two things.
That's why.
You have to remember Showtime Shawn Porter went down to 144 pounds. You guys doing like that? That wasn't a factor in this fight. So you got to remember, this guy weight drained all the way down to 144, and this is the final seconds of the round. So you got to think about that too.
Don't take the you ain't getting no points. You ain't getting no points.
The weight wasn't an issue.
Go ahead.
I think you need to remember that it was a catch. Just because Porter made the weight easy doesn't mean
don't take the fight. Don't take the fight. Don't give it.
He had no choice.
You saying that Porter is a bum and he got knocked down in the 12th. You gotta think about that. You gotta think about those things. Just imagine a full 147 pounder.
Those 3 pounds, those body shots do a lot more damage.
Exactly.
Those 3 pounds do a lot more damage than body work.
I ain't calling him up, I say overrated.
Let me tell you something, man.
But amateur, man. That's what I'm getting.
I'm not co-signing that. The way Porter fought last night, the weight was not an issue.
Yeah, thank you.
Like a beast in there.
I'm talking issue on the power. The power of the punches are efficient.
I agree.
How you gonna go? Hey, I don't see any of you paying for no. Hey, he ain't no pay-per-view star.
I'll pay for Porter before Broner.
I'll pay for Porter.
I'll pay for anyone pay for Broner.
Hey man, Rances Barthelemy rocks Broner, man.
Yeah, Broner. I tell you what, all that A-side and draining people, that's done now. You're gonna have to comply to other people's demands. I mean, like he fought like man, that was terrible. That was
Paul was terrible. Paul was terrible, man. That's Michael Porter, man.
He goes back down to 140 and fought Rances Barthelemy.
I'm not having it.
All I'm saying is, you can say what you want about Shawn Porter. He beat Broner, and that's fact.
He beat him, and he beat him at 140 pounds.
If you saying that Broner's a joint, but Porter beat him, what are you really saying, bro?
Hey, Mike, we get some background.
Broner doesn't have. I'm sorry, Broner to me is overrated. This talent he has is
overrated.
overrated.
Hey, Michael, I get some background. Hey, Michael, you
overrated. Broner is so overrated.
Let me mute.
Okay, thanks very much, man. Listen. Let me tell you something, yeah. We're gonna go back and forth, but I can tell you what, that fight wasn't what we thought it was gonna be. We can all agree to that. That fight wasn't all that. And you know what? Come out of it. The two of them was supposed to come out of it, maybe get a Mayweather fight. And you know, Broner looked to me like he was always better at a lightweight. Porter come out of it, and he don't look that good. He ain't, to me, he can't be none of the elite guys. Furman takes him apart. I got all of them guys. I got Bradley. I got Bradley beating him, man.
Nope. I don't see Bradley beating him. Nope.
You can't hand on the heart pick.
That's not the point, though.
No,
that's not. Listen. There's a good chance you could be right there.
After you beat a Broner beast, you should go for a Mayweather.
You could be right. You could be right.
Fight another welterweight.
You could be right, but here's the thing, though. Porter deserves his shot to get beaten by that guy. Broner has to go right to the bottom of the pile now.
No, he doesn't.
Right.
I
agree with that too.
Broner terrible.
Nah, he's a freeweight champion. He ain't going now. He's
not gonna go to the bottom of the pile.
He's 23 years old. No, he ain't.
I don't care about that. We don't care. Boxing fans don't care about that. We're looking at the last fight, and he looked like a bum.
Because he's not gonna go to the bottom of the pile because he's still ranked at 140. At 140, he's still a top fighter at 140.
That's true.
He ain't no bum. Not.
Lucas Matisse is a fighter that Adrien Broner was trying to fight, though. And Lucas Matisse not only didn't want to fight Adrien Broner, he decided he's going to part ways with Al Heyman in order not to fight Adrien Broner.
Who that?
I think they fight now. Lucas Matisse.
No, Adrien was the problem.
I thought Lucas Matisse was a pretty good matchup for Broner too, until Lucas Matisse pulled that shit.
Broner would have whipped his ass, man. And you know what? The referee.
I don't think so. I'm not sorry. You can't say Broner beats anybody to me because I don't believe it. I got to see it with my eyes now. He's let me down multiple times.
But Matisse had the opportunity. And he said, "Hell nah."
Thank you.
As a matter of fact, who has parted ways with Al Heyman? Like, only person I've seen do that shit is Lucas Matisse so far.
You don't want no work. You don't want to get that work.
Smart move, though. It's also a smart move. Al Heyman ain't got no 140 fighters that are worth any names anyway. So
well, I'll tell you what, man.
He got Rances Barthelemy right now. Rances Barthelemy is a beast.
I'll tell you what,
I'm sorry, you beat a DeMarco. I'm making credit.
I'll tell you what. From now, I tell you, right, Broner is getting no preferential treatment from now. So from now, he's going to be put in there. And if he's as good as you're saying, we're going to find out now. Because he'll get no more catch weights, no more advantages.
You know what?
When they pitch him in there, right? And if he starts coasting like he's coasting, he's going to lose the fight. Or he's going to get knocked out. Because to me, if you let his hands go and let the fight flow, he would have got knocked out.
He would have got knocked out.
He would have got knocked out.
The volume
would have swarmed him. He would have got knocked out.
Nah, not having it. I'm not having it. Broner was
With no holding, Porter dominated the
Porter
fight.
not to fight, man. Porter not to fight, man. What kind of blood?
Now, I disagree with Beast on Broner getting knocked out. Broner's a very, very,
Why do you think he was holding that? Why do you think he was
very,
holding
very
that?
strong guy.
Wait.
Because Tony Hooks was paid. That's why he was holding.
Porter was blatantly fouling, hitting behind the back of the head, right? Behind the Broner was a tactic. You know boxing. You're allowed to hold, man. You're allowed
Not like that. That was excessive.
Let's give congratulations to Al Heyman's judges.
Listen.
You know what? Mayweather Pacquiao. When Mayweather fought Pacquiao, was that excessive? Because Mayweather,
but Mayweather was landing punches. He was out punching. If you hold and out punch your man, then that's all. Then we can see there's a method to what you're doing. If you're holding and not punching, that's some bullcrap.
He was using the same strategy, Beats. He was using the same.
Don't say that. If you're saying Broner fought the same as Floyd, then you've lost the debate.
No. Listen. No, there's no losers here. It's just opinion. I'm saying, yeah.
No, you lose.
Let me see what I'm saying. No, there isn't. Right? What I'm saying, in my opinion, yeah. Again, this is all opinion based, so there's no winner or loser because there's no one here to judge us, right? Apart from each other. I'm saying this. Broner had a strategy the same strategy how Brook had, yeah. That basically he's gonna hit him, and when Porter comes in wailing, he's gonna tie him up, right? I'm saying that. I'm saying when Pacquiao fought Floyd, he had the same situation. When he hits the punch, he's gonna potch him, land his combination. When Pacquiao gets close, he's gonna tie him up. You couldn't agree to that. That was the strategy. It's not the same, but it's the same strategy, is what I'm saying. It didn't look exactly the same. It's the same
No, so it wasn't the same strategy by both guys.
smash and grab. It was smash and grab. It was smash and grab.
I mean, Mayweather did do some things that Mayweather didn't on the paper, but he still dropped it.
I didn't smash him, Beast. I didn't smash him.
He didn't smash nothing. He didn't smash him.
Beast. He knocked the dude down, man.
That's one round.
Beast.
You know, fights are scored by a round basis, right?
Apparently he doesn't. No, cumulative scores. Let's just throw the cumulative scores.
There's a lot of fighters who got knocked down in the 12th round and still won the fight. Julio Cesar Chavez knocked down Sergio Martinez in the 12th round. Sergio Martinez whooped his ass for the rest of the fight. You also had the one fight from what homeboy back in the day won like at the very last moment.
Got shit to do with nothing.
12 round knockouts mean nothing. They mean nothing. Except for the guy
not knockouts, knockdowns.
I'm sorry, knockdown.
Chavez beating Mildred Taylor didn't mean nothing, right?
Yeah, Mildred Taylor should have won that fight.
Knockout, bro.
Talking about, you said it don't mean nothing. So what's your on that logic? That don't mean no sense.
He said knockdown.
Knockdown.
No, man, it's not. What? Vinny wasn't knocked out. What? Mildred Taylor got up and he wanted to fight on. What are you talking about?
It was a TKO though.
Where he was still waiting to fight. What are you guys talking about? You still looking to fight?
Knockdown, and he got back up early in the fight.
But you know what? You didn't shock him, Porter's face. You shouldn't shock him. And you don't give me a joke here. He's supposed to be the bigger, stronger dude. We're gonna walk him down. We're gonna do this bigger.
He had 3 pounds. 3 pounds is a lot of pounds.
Broner was walking him down. And Broner was
without a good performance.
Tell me when Broner pushed Porter back into the ropes.
He pushed
that happen?
He pushing him back.
Actually, Broner hugged him
because he wanted to. And as soon as he felt like he felt froggy, he jumped. All the time.
You guys
walking down, Broner was doing it without throwing any punches.
You guys watching a dodgy stream. You know you were. You were watching
walking down Porter. But here's the problem. That's called ineffective aggression when you ain't doing shit. You ain't throwing nothing.
He wasn't doing shit.
That's the problem.
That's the
Broner doesn't know how to hold correctly. You're supposed to jab, hit, hold, jab, hit, hold. He was hold, no jab, hold.
Yeah, the stream was freezing. Your stream was freezing. You know it was.
Besides,
you need some vodka, my lad.
And he was on TV. I was on TV, clear, and I could see your work. And
everybody right just out by way I sell. Serious.
That stream was great too. That PBC stream was great.
Hassan mixes. These songs the only one who mix it, and that's why Hassan had put nearly. Anyway, you know what? We're gonna go around this. So, Michael, you want to jump in this?
You said what I missed?
Hey, Michael. Go ahead, Michael.
I hear you.
Mike's here.
But I agree with everybody else here. I had Porter winning.
Come on, man. Go ahead, man.
By a pretty significant margin. Don't fall on the stream and fear the excuse, man. Come on.
After they're working me over, I gotta say something. Go ahead,
Come
Michael.
on, son.
Go on, Michael. Go on, Michael.
I'm really disappointed in the way Broner fought.
There you go.
His attitude to me reminded me of the way he looked against Maidana. Porter, he bullied him. He used his size, he used his strength to basically bully Broner. Broner, he landed, he knocked him down late, but to Beach's point, that was just one round. What happened to the other rounds? How come he didn't stand there and do what he had to do in rounds 1 through 11, 1 through 10? So for me, I had Porter winning, and I think based off his performance, he should get a big fight. Whether he wins against a Thurman, whatever, that's to be decided. But he earned it. He earned the right to get a big fight. It was a solid win by Porter. Do I think he's clearly the best at 147? No, but he beat Broner.
He beat Broner at a 3-pound catch weight. He hasn't fought out in like over a decade.
Never did.
I saw big I see big strokes on his backside, and that's what I'm gonna say. Hey, let's talk next. Who do you want Porter to fight next? I'm gonna say Porter should fight Leonard Bundu. I say Adrien Broner should go on. I don't know Adrien Broner's gonna do this, but I know
Adrien Broner can still fight Danny Garcia if he wants to. After Danny Garcia loses to Paulie, I got Paulie beating Danny, but I think that Porter can either fight Thurman, or he can fight what's that dude's name, Thurman, or he can fight darn it, Amir Khan. I think he beats Amir Khan. I think that's a very competitive fight. Amir Khan doesn't do good with pressure. It's a very good fight.
Nah, Amir Khan outboxes him.
Nope, I don't see it. He should outbox Algieri too. He didn't do that
At all.
at all.
But Algieri could box. Porter can't.
Yeah, he can't.
You know, Algieri.
I'm just saying.
I think Algieri beats Broner. I keep saying Algieri to me is better what people think he is.
You might be right.
Algieri beat Broner.
You might be right. At this point, if you want to go in front of Algieri posing.
Hey, one at a time. Hey, one at a time. Beast. What's next for Porter? What's next for Broner? Go ahead, man.
I'm not really interested in Broner. So I hope Porter can get a Thurman fight. He did disappoint me. They're really disappointed.
That's cool.
I hope Porter versus Thurman sounds good. I don't think putting Errol Spence in with Thurman. Thurman will ruin Errol Spence.
I agree.
No, hell no.
Errol Spence is not
sure.
I'm not sure.
Errol Spence is not a special fighter. He hasn't got no special gifts. He's very strong. He's very competent, but there's nothing special.
I was gonna save that for the next one though, but I was just gonna say what's up for we can get into that in a bit, so. But
Porter, I'd like to see the Thurman fight. I mean, if he can get the Floyd fight because he won a big profile fight, why not?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you there, Beats. I think he's done better than all the other guys. Amir Khan, he's outdone him.
Yeah.
He's outdone Brook. Brook has only fought what? McGavin? Who's he? So I think he gets it.
All right. So what you need? Who you got? Gavin and you got Porter. Gavin and Brook. Who you got for Porter and Broner? Who you got?
Porter, I think he should get Floyd. I think he deserves Floyd.
You're crazy.
And
you're smoking.
And I think Broner should go for a belt. He needs to move for a belt at 140 because Garcia's going up to welterweight now. Just stay the hell away from Terrence Crawford.
I got
Jesse Vargas, whoever, go ahead.
Terrence Crawford smokes Broner.
Nah, he ain't smoking.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
You guys have been smoking. You guys have been smoking the hot.
I think wait, at 140 I think Broner beats Crawford at 140. I think Broner beats Crawford can be stagnant sometimes, man. Crawford can be very stagnant.
No, I tell you what. If Broner beats Terrence Crawford, I'll close down my channel.
Yeah, okay, you can.
Man, close down your channel, man. Close down your channel, man.
Do I wish Al Heyman worked with Top Rank because that fight, please.
I'll close down
Terrence
the channel.
Crawford puts Broner to sleep. That's one guy going to sleep right there. And Broner's tough.
You be open up
I'm sorry, Crawford only beat.
I'll close and won't return.
Who is Crawford beat? Who is Crawford beat to really prove to me he can beat Broner? Who is he really beat?
Tell him.
A Gombo who
What's the Cuban dude's name?
He fought above his weight class.
What's the Cuban dude's name? What's the Cuban dude's name?
Listen, I'm not even talking about resume. I'm not talking about resume. Forget resume. I'm talking about applying yourself to your craft, right? I'm talking about applying yourself to your craft. Just an
and that's what Broner don't do.
Yeah, just an application of studying your craft. Crawford would whoop him so bad. He'll be home.
Crawford works hard.
You guys are smoking, son. Hey, let me move on to Natty. Natty, who you got? Porter and Broner. Where do they go next? Go ahead. Which opponents? Go ahead, man.
Well, Broner, man, I think they should throw him in there with Rances Barthelemy right now.
Yeah.
Let Rances give him that Cuban school real quick. Rances Barthelemy and Porter. I've always liked the Thurman fight with Porter, man. I've always liked that matchup. But I don't know if it's gonna happen. As far as fighting Floyd, I think Floyd should if he's gonna fight again at welterweight, he should fight Keith Thurman. If it's gonna be a welterweight, not Keith Thurman, Kell Brook. Kell Brook beat Shawn Porter. But what
Kell Brook doesn't beat Thurman.
But what I'm hearing is they're trying to match up Errol Spence against one of the two. You know what I'm saying?
Brook is fighting Rios. I think Brook's fighting Rios now.
I know. Errol Spence is supposed to either fight Thurman or Shawn Porter for one of Floyd's belts. Yeah. But to me, I think they're rushing Errol Spence.
Nah, man. You know what? Yeah,
I agree, but
Errol Spence, yeah,
he might be up to the challenge.
Listen, bro.
He's up to the challenge, but I think he needs to prove himself against somebody thorough before he steps up, man.
Hey, let's talk about the Errol Spence fights, because then the first
one. Son, I gotta get everyone's thing, and then we're gonna go to Errol.
My bad.
That's right, son. Tonight he's done his thing. Who else we got over here? What you need, go ahead. I've done what you need already. I've done you already. Yeah. Hey, my man, Andy, how you doing, bro?
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, Andy. Yo, what's your take on the Broner and Porter fight? And then after that, give us your what do you think Broner and Porter should do next? Michael, don't worry, Michael. You're after that, Michael. Don't worry about that. Go ahead.
All right. My whole take on Broner, he let me down last night. He really did. In my prediction video, when I did my prediction on the fight, I said that a focused Adrien Broner can beat Porter, regardless of whether it was at 144 or 147. But to me, Broner he shows no sense of urgency until he's down significantly on the scorecards. That's his problem right there. He didn't throw enough. He didn't throw enough leather at all to me. He really didn't, and he let Shawn Porter dictate the pace the whole entire fight, and then he didn't turn it up until the championship rounds. That's my issue with him. If he does what he's supposed to do from the jump, then he could have won this unanimously 8 rounds to 4 to me, because he clearly has faster hands than Porter, and he does have the strength to ward off Porter when he rushes in head first. But he didn't want to do that. You know, he wanted to do a hug fest the first half of the fight instead of doing what he was supposed to do. In other words, stand behind the jab. He didn't want to do that. I don't understand what was his game plan coming into this fight. What was he trying to accomplish?
You need them.
He looked blunt to me. He looked like he was smoking weed or something, man.
That's important. Hey.
Leave that to me.
Hey, so Agni, what's next for Broner? What's next for Porter, bro?
They linking Porter to, from what I'm hearing, they're linking Porter to a Keith Thurman fight. I always thought that fight would be something. I think they should let that fight build up a little bit, though, because to me, a couple years ago, I was looking for them to fight each other earlier to distinguish themselves from the pack, but since they both where they at now, I said let the fight brew up another year and a half and let them boys go at it. Because Shawn Porter does need another title, especially while Keith Thurman's the WBA champ right now. So that's a good build up for a unification fight at 147. Because I'm pretty sure, Shawn Porter can get another title. It just depends on who they match him up with. I would like, to me, honestly, He beats Amir Khan to me. He beats most of the top 10 welterweights. For Broner, he just need. Dude, I don't even know what to say about Broner right now. I don't know what to say about this guy. I really don't. You know, he acts like, you know, he acts like he looks like he's too big for 140, but he still can't handle 147 yet. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know who to match him up against. I don't even know if he's serious enough to go back down to 140. I don't even think he wants to live a fighter's lifestyle to even compete at 140.
Jose Cito Lopez.
That might be the one for him. But the way Broner be looking, like give him work.
I won't be shocked if Lopez beat him. I won't be shocked.
I was joking.
No, I'm actually joking.
Yeah, that's hey, you listen, man. Porter's look, man. We can go around in circles. Thanks, Anthony. Michael, pound boxing report. What's next for What's next for Broner? What's next for Porter, bro?
As far as Porter, I agree with the general consensus here. I would like to see him fight Thurman. If there was a way for him to fight Bradley, I would like to see that fight too.
Yeah, that's a doozy.
As far as Broner, he needs to sit back and reevaluate his career, the way he fights in the ring and his lifestyle outside of the ring. He needs to get that in order before he can think about future opponents. Now, in the ring, he needs to go back down to 140. There's opportunities there for him to win a belt. So that's the move for him. And as far as this thought about Broner and Crawford, if Adrien Broner is good enough to beat Terrence Crawford, then he should have beat Shawn Porter last night. And I'll leave it at that.
Yep.
Okay. Let's move on to other fights, man. We're gonna talk about Errol Spence, man, because we're already starting on it. Right? So Errol Spence, man.
I'm ready.
Errol Spence beat what's his name? Philip Greco.
Greco.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Let me get my take, man.
Who previously went the distance with Shawn Porter?
All right, let me get my take on it, man, real quick. Yeah, Errol. To me, that was
like 2 years ago.
I wasn't really impressed with Errol Spence too much, yeah. But you know, he did what he did. I think he was trying to impress. Where normally he usually takes his time, wet behind jab, and breaks him down. But I think he tried to excite. He went in there and he's more or less like disrespecting his boxing thing. And also that's what the clashes was in there. A lot of head clashes he was complaining. But if he was using his jab and just took his time and break him down like what Andre Ward did to Paul Smith, he would have had a much easier time. But I think he wanted to impress impressively, and in that way, the fight was more exciting than what you expected. And he ended up taking the guy out, and you know the guy was pretty tough actually, taking them blows. But he impressed, and he wants the Porter. He actually said he wants Porter, and he wants Keith Thurman. He wants to be out there now, regardless. Can he kite with them dudes? It don't matter. The fact that he wants them dudes, and I don't know if I was into T and I was into Assad earlier on a T Street thing, and I was like, I agree with T. I don't agree with marinating this dude, man. I don't want to be hanging around, and I agree with Assad as well. I agree with Assad that maybe you need another fight, but I was like, man, look, we got a PBC card, and you know we got the PBC format, and so what if he loses? He can come back again. This young guy, it's a learning curve. But if he win, all the glory goes to him. So if he can get them fights with the Porter, and I like him against Porter, I don't like him against Thurman. I don't like him against Thurman. But if he can try and get one of them two fights, I'll be happy for Errol Spence. So that's my take on Errol Spence. Let me go straight with Assad. Go ahead, Assad.
I thought, first off, Phil Greco fought Shawn Porter in 2013, March 18th. So, you know, that was a long time ago. Phil Greco was coming off of like a year layoff. He fought in 2015, and he's fighting now. So the fact that you're fighting someone who's been very, very inactive and you get a win, I can give you credit for that. The first round, Phil Greco got him good in the face. Good. And it looked like Errol Spence did not like it. Then out of nowhere, second round, he stops trying to show off like what you thought. He gets some nice, beautiful body work. That was just nasty. But I don't think Errol Spence to me is that his jab is not good to me. I don't think his jab is good at all. I don't see him beating Shawn Porter, actually. I don't see him beating Keith Thurman. He's too young. But I want him to marinate. I mean, he needs to get used to fighting better competition. He's fought nobody right now. I mean, we can say he's good. He has all the skills. Everyone has skills. Fernando Vargas had skills. You rush the fighter too fast and things turn out bad. There's a lot of fighters that were really good that could have been great that get rushed. And as it happening, it ruins the career. I don't think this PBC may be good for them, but I mean, would you rather have someone fight nobodies than end up with a whole bunch of money in the end, or fight people for a lot less than what you should be fighting for? Like, he fights Porter now, he's gonna get low blowed. He fights Thurman now, he's gonna get low blowed on money. He fights any of these great people now, he's not gonna get the money he can get potentially 2 years, even just 2 years down the road. Just 2 years down the road, he makes way more money because you don't even know PBC is gonna last 2 more years with their mutual fund issues. So why would you waste a fighter to fight Thurman, and you can make money off Thurman all day long? Why would you do that, PBC? You make Thurman can fight anybody in the world at 147 and be competitive and win. Why make Errol Spence fight him? Let's say Thurman loses. Now you lost out on money that you could have had Thurman making, and Errol Spence just waiting and then taking over for Thurman afterwards in the future. So as far as Errol Spence goes, I don't think his performance was good. He fought a nobody who was 2 years away from being good anymore. He got hit in the face round 1. I think he got hit in the face cleanly in round 1 against the nobody. Second round, body was good. He got him out of there, but that should have happened in the first round. If he fought in the second round, the first round, but the first round knockout, but he didn't, which comes with inexperience. Not enough fights against good fighters, enough in his career. I was not impressed, like you were not impressed, EJ. But I do think he's got upside, like Crawford has upside. I want to see him again.
All right, listen up, hey people, because I want to be everyone wearing out, and it's a good breakdown or so. But man, try and keep your everyone try and keep their breakdowns brief because there's gonna be a free through, so everyone can just jump in. So I've been saying that Michael from Pound Port, you go next. Go ahead, Michael.
Spence did what he had to do. To a size point, he got hit a little bit too much for my taste early on, but you see the potential in him. Right now, he's one of the best body punchers in that division. I think that is the thing that gets him over the top, that separates him from a lot of these up-and-coming guys. And it was that body work that really, once he decided to go to the body, the fight was over there at that point. Moving forward, he doesn't need to be rushed now. Now, I'm a guy who thinks that eventually, in a year, he can beat a Keith Thurman, he can beat a Shawn Porter, but he doesn't need to fight them now. Get some more seasoning, fight a top 10 guy. 2016 is the year for him, but to rush him now, that would be a mistake.
Yeah, there you go. That's nice and short and quick, man. Thank you very much, Michael. Mr. Night Turner, go ahead.
Yeah. Was I impressed with him? Of course. He did what he was supposed to do against a guy that is crafty, a wily veteran who, even though it was a couple years ago, he did go the distance with Shawn Porter. So, I mean, you got to take that in consideration. And he got him up out of there. Okay, he got punched in the face. It's a fight. He's going to get punched in the face. You know what I'm saying? So, somebody's going to land a clean shot. Even Floyd Mayweather gets hit cleanly sometimes, man. Even against fighters that are not up on his level. It happens. So I wouldn't take that as anything to be, have concerns about. You know what I mean? Now, but as far as rushing him, I agree wholeheartedly with what Michael's saying. They're trying to put him in the ring and fight for the title and say, oh, Vasily Lomachenko did it after 4 fights and rah. Fuck that. Let that man marinate. You know what I'm saying? Top of 2016, maybe you could put him in there, but you got to put him in there with some high-level competition before you throw him in there with the Wolves. Didn't we just see what happened with Gary Russell? Are we going to make that same mistake again with an up-and-coming talent like this, man? This dude is talented. He has the goods. Allow him to marinate and so he could show it at its highest level.
Nice one. Nice, short, and brief. We have 78 Sports TV up in here. We say 78.
What's up, brothers? How y'all doing?
Good.
All right, see, 78. So we just doing our little thing, and then we're going to do a free throw where everyone just jumps in, but we'll try and keep it nice and thing. You got next. Try and keep your breakdown short, as brief as possible. Errol, Spence, what's your take on him? Go ahead.
Yeah, I think he did good for the competition he was fighting. Greco was not prepared for the fight. He took the fight on a couple of days' notice, and I think he was on a layoff, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was on a layoff before the fight. Anyway, but Spence looked good for who he was fighting. And as far as Spence fighting these other fighters like Porter and Thurman. I think those are good fights, but those are fights that could be better next year because, you know, I agree with what I heard from other people. You know, it's not right. I think people are just like getting a little too thirsty. I'm not with the snatch and grab for the money with these promoters and networks trying to just snatch and grab real quick, because I would rather see a fighter develop so that I can see what this guy is going to be. Because if Thurman and Porter are as good as I think they are, then they'll be there to fight Spence next year and the year after.
All right, man. Sammy, why you there real quick? Porter and Broner, your take real quick. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought it was besides the 12th round, I thought it was an easy win for Shawn Porter. I thought Broner just his strategy was to hold Shawn Porter. He just did it too much. I mean, there's nothing wrong with holding a little bit, you know what I mean, keep him up off of you, but he had no offense whatsoever. And Broner's his talent comes on the offensive end, but he wants to be a slickster, and he's not. I mean, I don't know how many times he has to show and prove that he's not who people want him to be. Everybody wants him to be this slick guy like Floyd and stuff. That's not Broner. Broner shines like at 135 when he fought DeMarco. He let his hands go. Right? That's the type of fighter he is. But, you know, as long as he keeps with this little fake persona and not being himself, then he's going to keep getting his ass whooped.
All right, man. Boxer beat some rhymes. Go ahead, man. Errol Spence, man.
There's no special skills there. He's strong, he's competent, he can do most of the things pretty well, but he doesn't have special skills. When he raises to the raises a level, goes elite, he's gonna get in wars. I can see him getting in wars that he shouldn't be getting, and I can see that happening. I think he can win titles and stuff like that. And he's calling people out, talking about sparring sessions. He's been in the Olympics. He's had 17 fights. Yeah, he can fight Thurman. Why not? I mean, Thurman was fighting for interim belts after about the same amount of fights. Yeah, he can. Hell yeah. Yeah, of course.
All right, cool. Now, have I asked you yet?
Yeah, you asked me about
You
it.
didn't ask me, man.
Yeah, I know what you need, man. Don't be what you need on it. Go ahead, what you need. Nice and short and brief. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Well, first point, Phil Greco was a short minute notice because Roberto Garcia, that bum, man, he never making weight. This is the third time he did that. So, point number one, not only was Phil on short notice, but it was also short notice for Errol Spence. Y'all got to factor that in as well. He was learning his opponent in that ring.
Yep.
And that shows he could adapt. That shows he got intelligence, and it shows he can line up, zone in, and then finish a guy in 3 rounds, folks. So if y'all don't understand what's going on, okay. Point number 2, and then my last point. That boy, he ain't easy. I watched him shift positions. I watched him pivot. Not everybody could do that, okay? So you saying he ordinary? Well, whatever. I saw what I saw. And that was a guy pivoting in the ring and mixing up headshots and body shots, clinical on that dude. The dude lost all his punching power in that second round, the end of the second round. In third round, he was just a punching bag. And that was a decent boxer who was sparring with, up in Big Bear with Jesse Vargas.
Jesse Vargas, that's right.
I can't remember which one it was. Okay? So even though he wasn't in the ring, he was sparring and he was active. So all I'm saying is he got that guy out of there in 3. In 3, folks. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, you see that beats and what you need. It's gonna be the free throw is gonna be nice. I'm just scared. He's gonna be nice.
Well, okay.
Yeah, not yet, beats. Not yet, beats though. Not yet. Hold it back. Cause we got Anthony, and then D-Star needs to burn, and we go free throw.
Shotgun style.
Hold it though, beats. Hey, Anthony, go ahead, Anthony.
Alright. I was impressed with Errol Spence and what he was able to do last night, especially him taking that fight, especially him getting it in on short notice like that. He doesn't have too many flaws. Not too many flaws. From what I've seen and from what I watched on him, he does a lot of things well. I don't see him doing anything real poorly. To me, the perfect thing for Errol Spence would be, and I hate to say this, but I would take the Golovkin blueprint. Have him fight 3 to 4 times a year, 1 top 10 opponent, and maybe 2 Uber drivers, and put them all on PBC to build his name up the correct way. Because that's what the casual fans want to see right there. What he did last night was what casual fans want to see. And if you're banking on Errol Spence to be the future, then you need to put him in there with one top 10 opponent, a couple of Uber drivers, and let the general public see what he can do to the bums real quick. and build his name up for real. That's what Al Heyman needs to do. If you're banking on this guy to get ready for Thurman or Porter, because to me they're gonna be there in the next 18 to 24 months. They're gonna be there. It's Errol Spence. Errol Spence is the X factor at 147 right now.
But let me interrupt you and say, how about the Floyd Mayweather undercard though? That's a big exposure with PPV, and can move him into becoming a PPV star.
True story, but okay. All right, so let's say Floyd's next fight generates 8 to 900,000 pay-per-view buys. That's what I'm thinking is going to do, regardless, because of the simple fact that that's his last fight. 8 to 900,000. That's good. That's good promotion, but still, how many casual fans are going to come in to buy that Mayweather fight after what he did to Pacquiao? Because that's what mostly casual wanted to see anyway. So now you're going to take the casual fans out of it. That's why I'm predicting 800,000 buys. Just like the Errol fight.
When you argue, it depends on the undercard as well.
We need. We're going to drag this on forever, man. We're getting somewhere else, man. Like, open up now, free throw. We're getting in, and I'm getting first. Errol Spence is the truth. He got my namesake, and we going to do some business. I'm going to tell you right now, we going to knock out some cats. And I don't mind if he fights Porter right now. I don't mind if he fights Thurman. I don't mind if he lose. Depending on how he lose, it'll learn an experience for me. I don't know what D-Stars. Hopefully D-Stars comes back, right? You guys can just talk in and jump in wherever. And for me, Errol Spence.
I think Errol Spence should fight 2-8 division.
Now, if he wants to fight now, I'm giving it to him, and let's get it popping. I don't care about stuff.
Yo, you shortchanging him. You shortchanging Errol Spence right now. He can make a whole lot more money in the future. He can make a whole lot. He's not gonna make enough money right now fighting those guys right now. Build him up.
I don't care about his money, man. I ain't trying to be. I ain't coming at you, man.
Let him fight Berto. Let him fight Berto.
Exactly. There you go. Berto's a perfect fight right now.
Listen, boxing wastes too much time building up, and nothing happens. It flops out. Anything that gets built up, fights and fighters, it always flops out. If someone's saying he's ready to fight, he's got Olympic pedigree, let him fight.
That's
building up creates memories, man.
But I honestly believe he's ready to fight though right now.
Nah, man. Look, man.
Average is 17-0. Yeah, put him in with someone, man.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, put him in with somebody before he fights for the title.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
I think he got to go in. He got to get. I think Errol Spence is ready for top 10 competition, but I think it's just way premature and like weird that like you just all right. He deserves a title shot right away. Like okay, if we're gonna justify him getting a title shot. Cause see, I was against Lomachenko getting a title shot. I don't give a fuck what you did in the amateurs. Right. It's a lot of other people. Yep. It's a lot of people it's fighters who've been on the grind for a lot of years, waiting for a title shot, and then here comes the sunshine, Lomachenko. Because you getting all this credit for what you did in the amateurs, you get a title shot. I disagree with that. I disagree with
2 title shots.
Yeah, absolutely, and I disagree with it with Errol Spence. I think that Spence needs to fight one of the guys, at least just one. Just fight one of the guys in the top 10. It could even be somebody who just lost like a Devin, because even Devin Alexander will show us where he at, and if he go in there and smash Devin, then I'm like, okay, this boy, because I don't want to see another David Reed. I don't want to see that.
Nope.
Exactly.
I think you can compare Errol Spence to Lomachenko. Lomachenko had like 300 fights in the amateurs. It's very different.
Going back to the Vargas scenario and the David Reed, they were champions already, man. They were champions, so they were.
But who did David Reed win his title against?
But that's nothing to do with me. Right? Just don't go for a title with it. At least go for.
That's what I'm saying. They were rushed. They were rushed by their respective promotional company.
I don't think they were rushed, man. I think listen, they were ready, man.
You got to keep that in context. Look who they beat for the title.
That's what I'm talking about.
I ain't hearing that. I ain't hearing that, bro. I ain't hearing that.
The first time they got put in the real guy, Trinidad, look what he did to him. He destroyed him.
Yeah, but they weren't
never the same again.
Hey, listen, bro. Listen, bro. That was a big money fight.
That for Errol Spence.
Nah.
I want him to maximize his potential. This is for all fighters.
You got
potential and make the money he can.
Nah. You guys
cultivate and develop.
Listen,
you got. Nah, I ain't hearing that. I ain't hearing that.
I'm saying
the genie's out in the lamp. You can't hold him back. Right? Listen, you can't hold him back.
Is it really though?
He's took it on himself to come out and talk about the sparring sessions he had with Broner and Floyd, and he says he wants to fight them guys. So now, what if you don't do that now? Then what's the point? Let him fight. And
let him fight.
Let the next guy be cautious.
Let him fight.
That's what I think.
Okay, that's cool. That's fine and dandy. I would like to see all the fighters get what they deserve, man. And if Errol Spence is ready, hey, listen, this is all I'm saying. If Errol Spence is ready with 16, 17 fights for a title shot, then Keith Thurman and Shawn Porter damn sure ready for Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, man. I don't know if Floyd don't.
I agree.
Hey, you know what? Hey, T, just jump in, cause hey, T, I know you got me. I had Broner winning the fight. I don't know one's backing it. Come on, T, come with it, bro. I know you over it.
I'm gonna say this. I had Porter winning the fight, but
hold on, man. Come on, T. I heard
no. I'm gonna give him his. I'm gonna tell you. I respect him and his father, but do I like them? Do I think they're world class? They world beaters? No, I think they beat the guy that was in front of them last night because that guy don't understand. Sometimes you got to do more. Look at it like this: Adrien Broner not a student of the game. Adrien Broner is a student of Floyd Mayweather's last fight. He fights exactly how Floyd fought, just the fight prior. Every time he do it, every time. All the guy had to do was sit down on his punches 3-4 times around. And he would have won. He would have wrote the sentence, and the check hooks he landed would have been the period. The jab he threw every now and then would have been the period. He would have beat Shawn Porter, but the dude ain't got the mindset to do it. He broken, man. He see a big pressure fighter, and the first thing he tell himself is, I don't want to get knocked down and meme no more. He's okay with losing. It's like LeBron James. LeBron James is okay with losing in the playoffs. Hold on. Let me finish up. LeBron James is okay with losing in the playoffs, but when it comes to the finals, he like, oh man, I'd rather lose early in the playoffs than to lose in the finals. It hurt. I just don't. Adrien Broner didn't write the sentence. He just put the period every time. He didn't take the time to write the sentence. If he would have watched Miguel Cotto, Floyd Mayweather, probably he would have went in there, fought on the inside 4 times. And Shawn Porter's power, in my opinion, is not real. It's not real like that.
Okay, let me say something real quick. It's like, all right, because I notice whenever Porter get a win, whenever he get a W, we always break down the his style. We always say what the other guy didn't do, and Porter ain't that good. All this kind of stuff, right? Now, if it don't, Broner could have done this. He could have done that. Shit. I mean, maybe I could have fucked Beyonce if I had more money. Maybe if I looked a little better, maybe I could have fucked whoever. It don't matter. That's not the case. So the thing is this.
Just one.
Right. The thing is this though. How many people on the panel ever studied like martial arts before?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So like karate and shit. Okay.
I studied nigga food.
It's just one man's opinion, though. It's just one man's opinion. I don't think Adrien Broner is a good enough winner.
No,
fighter. He just doesn't go to win.
Yeah, bro. I get you. Yeah, you more than welcome. You of course you more than welcome. Hey, Earl, but look, this is what I'm saying. But the martial arts joint, right? All right, for those of us who studied martial arts before, now you're trained to fight a certain way in karate with a certain form, okay, a certain structure. What happens when you try to implement that into a street fight? When some dude is wild, he's not fighting according to how we fight in the gym. He's not fighting according to you have to stand this way. You can't hit somebody low. When you're fighting somebody in the street and they're wild and they're unorthodox, you have to be able to adjust, okay? And my thing is this: it's Adrien Broner and guys like him think they study to look good when they're fighting.
Right.
They pop the jab, ha ha ha, all that kind of shit. And I throw straight punches, so I'm more crisp. I'm a better boxer. Just because you throw a straight punch don't mean you're a better boxer than the guy who throws a wide hook. If his hook is more effective than your straight punch, you just assed out. You don't get points. You don't get
that's not my point. That's not my point. My point is when Adrien Broner stood and fight him, and it was times in the second, third round where I felt like Broner put combinations together and the clean work. Shawn Porter comes to win the fight with ineffective aggression. He comes to win the fight on slappy punches, and all you have to do is stand your ground and let off some combinations, and you can pull rounds by doing cleaner work from the outside. That's all Adrien had to do. That's why I'm sitting here. I'm giving Shawn his respect because you fought a dumb fighter, so you intelligently beat him by doing what you knew he didn't want to do. Like you said, he wants to look good. So if this dude come out there and he want to look good, all you gotta do is be dirty, and he won't never get to do that. So when Shawn said intelligent at the end of the fight, I said it was intelligent, but at the end of the day, we know that's all you have at the same time. Until he shows me that, I give him respect for his win. He's a gladiator, he's a warrior, but all Adrien Broner had to do was sit down 3-4 times, turn the man. Shawn Porter's not a bully unless you let him be a bully. He showed that in the Kell Brook fight. When he got hit, he just was like, he was out of there. There was no adjustments. And then Broner got to be slapping himself because in the 12th round, he come out, he showed that he the stronger man in the ring, and he didn't prove it all night. But the kid had never put it together, so he'll never be nothing. So I'm just seeing it how I call it. No hate on Shawn Porter, but I really don't think he's on that level if these guys just fight him.
I would say though he's extremely effective in what he does because he gets wins over a lot of people with that style. He's extremely effective.
He's effective against Devin Alexander because if Devin Alexander doesn't want to fight on the inside neither. I just look at it like this. Adrien Broner has fought on the inside before. It's just now that he's fighting these bigger guys, all he's thinking about, hey, one punch and I'm going to be on a meme again. He's not there no more. The dude broken, man. He broken. He broke it. He don't trust. Hey, I'm gonna stop burning real quick. I'm gonna stop burning real fast.
Let me T. What you say? You the slump? You say on the meme? Is that what you said?
Yeah, like when he was playing on the turntable. When he was playing on the turntable, he don't want that shit to happen to him no more. He fine with losing. LeBron James said, I can lose early in the playoffs, but I don't want to lose in the finals. I can lose a decision, but I don't want to get knocked out. That's what Adrien Broner is, bro. Like y'all.
That's that Ohio stuff right there, bro.
If Broner had fought look, he's a young dude. He's supposed to have been. If he had fought at least 2 minutes of them 3 rounds opposed to holding, Shawn Porter would have knocked him out.
Thank you.
I saw Shawn Porter. I saw Shawn Porter on his backside, man. He was surprised. And we
can't agree. We can't agree that Shawn Porter that Adrien Broner proved to Shawn Porter he could get his attention with the punches. He would have let him go. We can't agree.
He still lost that round. He knocked him down, but still lost the round. So that means Broner does not know how to capitalize. So
I don't agree with that. I think he capitalized on that round, but it was too little, too late.
Yeah. I don't do ifs. Yeah, he got the catch weight situation, MGM Grand. So ifs are irrelevant. He should have went out there and fought, and he didn't do it.
He
just got outboxed by a football player.
Kell Brook defense is no better than Adrien Broner's.
Remember,
stay outside the pocket.
I'm A side.
But when did Shawn Porter come a knockout? He got 16 KOs. What is all this knockout power coming from? Y'all talking about though?
There you go.
Julio Diaz, 24 rounds. Julio Diaz.
Hey, but you know what? We drifting. We was talking about Errol Spence, and that was a good tangent. We drifted.
What about Hassan and Dom, man? You ever get to him?
Now we was talking about Errol Spence.
The Terminator?
Come on, we back on Errol Spence for real.
But I'm gonna give Porter his credit. I'm not hating on nobody's favorite fighter. I'm not hating on him. I wish him the best out here. If these fighters can't beat him with what he doing, then keep on doing it. But I knew Adrien Broner somehow, some way had it in him to beat him, and he had it in him to lose to him, and he proved that the second part was the best part to go with.
No question. All right, Errol Spence. Let's go back free from Errol Spence. I got Errol Spence.
Jamaica will have another champion when Harold Spence.
That's right, Harold. And my namesake. And we know when
Harold Spence.
Harold Spence is half Jamaican.
Yeah.
What?
His dad's Jamaican.
That's right. Yeah, that's Jamaican. You know that. But
right.
Hey, listen, bro. I'm telling you, I want to see the fights. Maybe you guys don't want to see it, but it is what it is, man. Do you want to move on? Or are we gonna move on to the next fight? Cause we gonna.
I want to see him versus Berto. Yes, Hassan and Dom, the Terminator. He's coming back.
I'll be back.
Maybe we'll fight.
Errol Spence, Berto. I think Berto, Errol Spence.
Hey, we was fighting Berto, man. So that ain't gonna happen. Oh, maybe we'll fight.
Stop it.
Hey, was fighting Berto. What's wrong with me? Hey, I agree with 78 Sports.
Creed Mayfield's gonna beat.
78,
man. Creed.
Nah. Hey, 78 called it out a long time ago. He said,
Rod Sulka.
78. Nah, man. 78 said.
Yo, Rod Sulka versus Errol Spence, man.
Come on, man. Let me talk. Let me talk, man. What's going on, guy? I'm gonna bloody keep people at my hangout. Y'all keep talking over me. For real. Hey, listen. I'm saying, like, I agree with 78 Sports TV. 78 said it. Maybe of us will fight some bums and let's break the record and things. 78 said it from time. Berto, Victor Ortiz, I'm good. I'll pay my money to see a nice exhibition. 78, go and jump on that because you the one who said it. Maybe
I think I wouldn't be mad at him if he fought Berto. I wouldn't be mad if he fought Berto. But anybody but Khan. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. I would if he fight. I swear to you. I think I'm bullshitting. I swear to you. If Floyd fight Berto or anybody else, I would pay $100 just because I'd be so gracious that he didn't fight Amir Khan. I don't look. Amir Khan talks so much shit and is just begging and pleading for this fight, man. And I don't respect Amir Khan, man. I don't like the dude. And I don't think he need no payday, man. Because I'm tired of these dudes getting paid and they're riding off into the sunset. Look at Mike Donna living like a fat cat. Look at Robert Guerrero. He fought Floyd. Guerrero got a Floyd fight and didn't want to do shit after that. He wanted to sit back and spend his money, send his kids to college, all that shit. Why can't Berto get that shot? Let Berto put his kids through college or whatever.
Berto ruined his shot by losing to Victor Ortiz. That's why he don't deserve it.
No, but shit, man. Come on. If Amir Khan,
Floyd ain't fighting Berto or no damn Kareem Mayfield.
No,
man.
he ain't. I know he ain't. But
if you want money, he ain't fighting. No.
Hey, I tell you what, I think it's this right here. Hey, this is an interesting point. I just dreamed up a little bit. Y'all know Amir Khan's scared to like fight people, right? And we always accuse him of cherry picking. So I think Amir Khan had 3 opponents on the table. He had Andre Berto, Kareem Mayfield, and the boy just fought Chris Algieri. And Al Heyman done whispered those opponents to Floyd Mayweather, and he got Khan like, what the hell is he talking about? Why is he mentioning those 2 people? And that's what's going on. He fucking with Khan. He gonna fuck around and fight. I don't think he's going out. I don't think he's going out on no bum fight. I really believe he not keeping that WBA, WBO, and WBC for no reason. He going after the he going after the IBF, I believe, man.
Hey, you
he
trying
going
to say,
out on no bum fight.
He's funny, man. You're funny, T. So you trying to say he's saying that so Amir Khan's gonna work out?
Yeah, he fucking with Amir like you was really gonna fight Berto and them, like we wanted to. You gonna dug everybody in the division, and you was gonna fight.
And ain't Berto and Kareem Mayfield in Khan's camp?
Yeah, they are.
Look, man.
Yeah, that cool. I didn't even think about that. Good point right now.
Go ahead, Beats.
Mayweather's last fight built up for 4 or 5 years, yeah, and like I think it's a lot of mental stress. I don't think he's got too much for the boxing game. He ain't gonna pick no difficult opponent. He's just gonna ride out. I don't know who it's gonna be, but it's not gonna be too stiff. But he's got to watch doing that at the same time, because if he just picks a bum and underestimates, that's how you get beat up as well. You gotta be careful with that stuff as well.
Yeah, I like that one. But
if he fights Berto, he ain't fighting him on no pay-per-view because ain't nobody gonna buy it. He gonna fight him on NBC for free.
I'll buy that shit.
Yeah, I'll buy that shit. I'll buy that shit, man. I don't care. Hey, let's move on. Let's
fight on the Premier Boxing Champions, man. They get 4 million views that night.
Hey, let's move on. Let's move on.
TV.
Hey, I'm gonna kick people out here. What the heck? Hey, let's move on. All right, so we got Andre Ward, Paul Smith, and you know what? That was a real good comeback by Andre Ward. I see Andre Ward could have beat Paul Smith a long time ago, in my opinion. And I think he was just trying to get rounds and trying to give the home crowd some time. I also think, Steph Curry coming out holding the belt was a good look over there in the Bay Area and shit, man. I love that shit, man. I love that shit. Andre Ward, what's he called again? Thingy Nation. Is it Thingy Nation? What they call it again? BET. Rock Nation, and that's the winner. And you know what? Like, you know, it's good, man. I don't know if people watched it on BT because I certainly didn't, but I think it's a good thing. Andre will beat the shit out. Paul Smith broke his nose. Paul Smith be trying to cheat.
Bust his eye up, too.
I'm gonna kick people out, man. I swear. Anyway, yeah, man, hey, listen. Let me I'm gonna mute the whole panel right now. Mute your all, man. Let me finish what I'm saying. For real, now I'm joking. But on the reals, yeah, he broke his nose. Paul Smith trying to cheat, coming into the fight, weighing a poundage, thinking he will come in, be heavier. I was thinking the boss, Andre Ward, beating on him. He just took his time. Andre Ward, man, them guys, when you're eating your dinner, he don't eat it fast. That man just takes his slow beating out. And when Paul fought, he caught Andre Ward with that right hand. Andre opened up on him, bro. Broke his nose. All of his face was red. And I know, you know, it was a glorified spar partner, but that's what you could say that. But you could also say that Andre Ward does that to anyone. Like, he does it to world-class opponents. Paul Smith is not necessarily world-class, maybe European, but Paul Smith gave Adrien a great fight. You know, he gave him a great fight, and arguably he won the first fight. So if you're saying in that form, and Andre Ward did to him, Andre Ward makes good fighters, even great fighters, maybe look ordinary, and he just completely shut him out. I didn't conceivably give Paul Smith one round. So we're gonna go around one by one, and then after we do one by one, then we're gonna have a free throw like we've been doing before. So everyone hold your tongue. I'm gonna kick you out nice and quick. 78 Sports TV, you go first.
My review on Ward versus this guy, Smith. It was a good performance by Ward. You know, shake the rust off on the bum. You know, whoop on him, and that's what he did pretty much. He tagged him up, man. He put on the show. You know, it was brutal. And I'll be honest with you, it was certain. I knew Ward. I was so confident that Ward was gonna win this fight. I was kind of like watching some of the in-down fight and shit, man. I was kind of like flipping back and forth. I wasn't even really studying it too much, man. The dude, Ward just beat the shit out of that dude. Yeah.
There you go. Nice and brief. So everyone try to keep the trend, man. Don't try to burn too long, cause I lose this concentration. I'm just gonna go who's in front of me. Go ahead, Anthony. You go next, man.
Andre Ward versus James DeGale. That's the fight I want to see. Period.
You even talk about the Smith fight. We talk about the Smith fight. You talk about Andre Ward versus James DeGale. Go ahead, man.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, Andre Ward. I mean, a lot of people, you know, online was talking about, you know, Andre Ward was irrelevant. You know what I mean? And I'm like, dude, y'all don't understand. This dude, to me, is still number 2 pound for pound in the world.
Yeah, that's right.
So he's doing exactly what I expected him to do. You know what I mean? So I say, you know, he beat up a bum. All right, let's get back to business, Andre. Get that ranking back. I need to see him versus DeGale.
All right, man.
That's all I gotta say.
All right, man. Hey, Michael, Pound Boxing Report. Go ahead, man.
Pretty much perfect comeback win, in my opinion. You knew going in that Ward was clearly a couple levels above. Smith come in overweight, so I don't know what was up with that. But Ward, he got some rounds in. The body work was good. The jab was good. I like the fact that he showed a little bit of mean. Well, the mean streak that we saw before we saw again, the way he wanted to kind of let the gas off a little bit to get some work in. Very good performance for Ward coming off a couple of year layoff. And let's see where he goes from here at 168 or 175.
Cool, nice and sweet, man. Hassan, go ahead, man.
I don't care about Andre Ward. It means nothing to me.
Hey, I'm gonna get you later. I'm gonna move on to the next person. Oh, I'm gonna get you, Hassan. Hey, boxing beats and rhymes. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, man. Good jab. Jab to the stomach. Overhand. The right cross was good too. He's good at reading your feet, isn't it? Like, you know, when you try and move inside his lead leg, he just pivots out your crap, and then it's hard to time his attacks. He's an excellent fighter, man. It was good to see him back. Good to see him back. I didn't realize he broke my man's nose though.
Yeah, he broke his nose in the fight. That's why his face was I saw it in the Sky Sports thing. He broke his nose. That's why his face started getting red and shit, man.
Only thing I couldn't understand though is this was Smith's biggest fight, and he tried to come in like a fat lump and bully Ward. He looks stupid, man. He should have come in. He should have come in shape and try and throw quick combos and like work Ward and see if the stamina would be an issue. Because he's been out of the ring a long time. It was silly tactics. I mean, but he got a beating, man. He took a beating.
He got chopped up, boy. Mr. Natty Turner.
Clinic, man. That's all I gotta say. I really wasn't interested in what Smith had to do. I just really wanted to see what Andre Ward looked like after this long layoff. And to me, he got right back into the saddle. He took his time, broke down the opponent, and got him up out of there. You know what I'm saying? They threw in the towel. What else can you say? It was a wrap. He hit him with any and everything that he wanted to hit him with. You know what I'm saying? Variation of shots. The right hand is back with a vengeance. You know what I'm saying? That shoulder injury is gone, fam. You know what I mean? So I expect big things from Andre Ward at 168 or whatever weight he chooses to fight at.
All right, cool, man. Go ahead, T.
I seen 3 or 4 rounds of the fight because I turned to the fight of the night. I gotta admit that, and I didn't go back and watch this, but what I did see was a dominant jab first round through the 3rd round, but it was disheartening a little bit that he didn't put. I mean, like I said, maybe he was trying to go rounds. I do believe he needed that, but if somebody could tell me, I think it stopped in the 7th. I ain't sure, but the rounds I missed. Did he ever step on it like Errol Spence and start stepping around his man, banging the body, putting his punches together much better against a guy that was there for that to be done to? Did he get it back to that nature? Because he keep on saying that he got a level where he ain't even got to think about it. And I've seen that level before, and if it's not that level again, maybe he's not gonna be the same fighter. But I kind of wanted to see a Spence type of performance in the first 3 or 4 rounds and make you say, hey, I want to come back and see this. I don't know if I saw that early.
He beat him up.
Yeah. All right, good, man. Yeah, go ahead. What you need? Go ahead, man.
Nasty. In the 9th round, that guy's face was bloody. He not only broke up the guy's nose, but he also busted up his eye, his right eye. That right hand was like laser. You know what I mean? Now, yeah, it wasn't so exciting in the early rounds. It was mostly the jab. But then he started to work the right hand in there. That uppercut was nasty. Did you see when he changed the jab into uppercut, man? Flush. Yeah, the guy was like a punching bag. He was getting every shot. He was doing target practice pretty much. And this guy, he fought Arthur Abraham twice. You know what I mean? He's not. He arguably won the first fight with Arthur Abraham. So I mean.
All right, man. What you need? Hey, free for all, man. So, what's going on with Andre Ward? Andre Ward said he wants. I think he's at light heavyweight, so he should fight Kovalev, Adonis Stevenson. Everything up that way, man. So
I think Andre Ward will beat Kovalev. To be honest with you, I think he makes easy work of him. I don't see anybody beating Andre Ward. Period. Zero chance. No one's beating Andre Ward. I hate Andre Ward because of the layoff, not because I don't like him in the ring. In the ring, he's beautiful. He ain't losing to nobody. I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Anyway, let's jump in, man. Let's jump in on that one. Everyone is
Kovalev is not beating Andre Ward. And at least Andre Ward is respectful enough to say if he moves it to light heavyweight, he ain't going there without seeing Kovalev. You know what I'm saying? He made that known. Unlike Triple G, who want to, fade around 68 without seeing Andre.
Exactly.
I might piss some haters off here. But
I'm about to be pissed off right now.
Kovalev not the man at 175, but it's the fight that can be made probably. Adonis Stevenson, the man at 175, and the way Ward work off that jab and the way that Stevenson you can't throw a jab on Adonis Stevenson. That'd be man. I swear to God, I think that's a better fight than Kovalev Ward.
Yep, you're right.
It's a more makeable fight.
Is the real champ up there.
I think he could find a canvas on 175 if he isn't very careful.
He will.
Yeah.
He will. I think he will come out on top though. But I think you'll start to see at 175. You start to see more wobbling and maybe hit the canvas a few times from Andre Ward. They don't mean he's a bad. I mean, shit. Roy Jones. Who was that? Lou Duvall dropped Roy Jones?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but it was a flash knockdown. He landed on his butt. It was like
no flash knockdown, eh?
Nah,
he didn't hurt him.
Nah,
no one can talk about Roy Jones.
It wasn't a knockdown that was like, oh shit, I'm wobbly. Let me get my bearings back.
Yes, it was.
What's name, man? You let him up in the
I remember.
Watch it right now.
Talking about the Southpaw that knocked him down. He was a hurt fighter.
Hey, if the roast wasn't there, he would have fell out the ring, man. Trust me.
I just want to.
Yeah, we talk about
I just want to say that Andre Ward is not Roy Jones. This guy is very technical.
Hey, Michael, what'd you say again, Michael?
I said through the valve knock. That was a solid knockdown. That was legit.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say it wasn't legit. It just I didn't think it hurt Roy. I think he just got caught.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right. So, hey, anyone else want to burn on that? So, Andre Ward, we got Calif.
Okay. Let me say this. When Ward kind of had his hiatus, I felt he was the best at 168 and 175. Watching him Saturday night, nothing has changed. He would beat Kovalev.
Yeah.
Would beat Stevens.
No.
He would outbox the mess out of Golovkin. He would beat the Gale. Anybody else from 160 to 175. Point blank, period. He's still the man.
Where's Anthony going? Where's Anthony going? Because he's saying that.
The first 3 rounds didn't show me that. I mean, I want to go back and rewatch the fight. I don't got the DVR no more, but I think the first 3 rounds didn't show me that he beat. That's why I was mad when I had to turn, because there was no way I was missing. And I'm never going to miss an end-down fight. I just ain't going to fucking do it if I can help it. It was pissing me off that this dude wouldn't put it on him, like, you know what I mean?
Hold up, man. Hold up. We have to go through gradually. Otherwise, we're gonna be messy out here. We're gonna go through that fight. But right here, we're on Ward. Anthony, you say something about James DeGale versus Ward. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I think that's the best fight to be made, because I think right now that those two are the top 2 168 pounders right now. If Andre Ward was to go to 175, I would take him over both Adonis Stevenson and Kovalev.
I ain't giving him that, man. I'm not giving him that.
I think Adonis Stevenson is a tougher fight, though.
I ain't giving him that, man.
I'm not giving him neither one after what I saw, man. He should have stepped on the gas a little bit, man. I give him credit. You know, I understand the layout, but he should have stepped on the gas a little bit.
But he did. You gotta see the whole fight.
He's never did that. He's never did that. Even
he doesn't fight like that. What I'm saying, though, he always takes his time with it and just carves you up.
Yeah.
But I don't like.
But you got something. It's just something you got to prove. 2 years, man.
You know what? He beat Chad Dawson, and Chad Dawson decided to drain himself, not the Andre Ward. He decided to bring himself down. So officially, he ain't never fought no one at that weight class. But I like him at 168, but I don't know about.
But understand something though. Didn't Ward win the gold medal at 175?
No.
At light heavyweight, right? So he can compete. So he can compete at light heavyweight with no problem.
Hey,
Amateurs though.
Hey, come back if you can, and that is bounce, man. All right, well, I don't know, man. Did he win? Hey, if he did win in that weight, then he could compete at that weight.
He won the gold medal. He won what in Athens, right? He won gold medal at light heavyweight.
Oh,
if
the Olympics, he won at light heavyweight and came down.
You take Kovalev jab away, and I think you beat him.
Exactly. Yeah.
And Ward can do that. But you don't dare throw a jab versus Adonis Stevenson, and Adonis Stevenson, and think shit is straight. You don't do that shit, man. That left hand coming at you from round 1 to round 12.
I just think Ward can outbox Stevenson. I just think
Stevenson is trash.
I do too. I think he outboxes Stevenson.
I don't think he's gonna outbox Stevenson. I think he's gonna outdog Stevenson, because all he's gonna do is smother that left hand by getting in his shit. He'll get in his chest and
Agreed.
he gonna get in his chest and bang on him. Ward like that dirty boxing like Hopkins, and that's how he gonna beat Stevenson. He gonna beat him that way.
He like it unless you dirty with him. He like it unless you go dirty with him.
Is Steve inside fighter? Does he fight like that? Can he fight like that effectively?
I think you've got to look at his career in two phases. Like, he had the Super 6 and that phase, and now he's got this phase here, right? Them light heavies, they punch. Kovalev and Stevenson punch awful, probably harder than anything he's faced in that Super 6 tournament. And they've got reach, size, and weight. that light heavyweight division, even if he was to fight Pascal.
That'd be a good fight, man.
That's a damn good fight.
Styles make fight. That's a good fight.
That's a damn good fight.
Has Ward ever fought any southpaws?
It's a good point, man. That's a good
Yeah,
point.
Chad Dawson.
Yeah, Dawson, yeah.
Dawson, that wasn't Chad Dawson, man. That was some.
Man, he got.
That was Daniel Gill.
That wasn't Chad Dawson, man. Chad Dawson.
That was Chad Dawson, man. Just like Adonis Stevenson fought Chad Dawson, he got knocked out.
I think it'd be hard to smother Stevenson the way he moves so good, man. Like you could try to do that, and he jumping back. He fire left hands just as good as Lara, man. Like dude, amazing.
Let me ask you this question. Based on Stevenson's performance against Sakio Bika, can that beat Andre Ward?
Yes.
Nope.
I say yes too. Because he punched so much, man, and some of them so clean, bro. And if you don't adjust quick enough, like you gonna be behind, and you might go down on the canvas too. So yes, it could. I don't know the game plan to beat Stevenson right now. He's just dangerous, bro.
People underplay.
David Jackson is amazing.
Stevenson's victory against Bika. He floored Bika and hurt Bika a few times. Tell me, how many people have really put it on Bika like that?
Yeah, and I forgot about that.
Bika was going up in weight, though. You can't. Sakio Bika was going up in weight, man.
He's still
but Bika's a tough out for anybody, though.
Head is a heavyweight.
You
see that boy eyebrow, the bone on his eyebrow? That shit is a heavyweight. I don't care what weight he go to. That motherfucker got Men in Black 3 on his face. He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I think Ward versus Stevenson or Kovalev is tough fights for Ward, man. They're not gimme wins for Ward, you know what I mean? They both tough fights. I mean, he gonna have to bring in Darnell Boone to spar with him or some shit, because he gonna have to get used to that power again.
Yeah.
Good point.
Do you think that Ward is an easy target, though? You think you can easily hit Ward in the face?
No, I don't think so.
I think a person is popping a jab, Adonis Stevenson gonna hit anybody who pops a jab in their face. Just like Mayweather got one of the best jabs at welterweight. When he threw a jab versus Southpaw Manny Pacquiao, tried to pounce on it every time and was successful at times. And this is a guy with a much longer reach than It's a much longer reach than Pacquiao. And shit, like I don't know, bro. Like I just don't see you working that jab as much as you did. With a guy with that good of feet and that good of a left hand that come out of his pocket in no time. It's like Lara's, man.
The lead right hand will land.
You cannot compare Lara to Stevenson. That's just blasphemy.
He's got some good points. Stevenson's reach, right? Look, Ward's got Tyrannosaurus Rex arms, right? Stevenson's got big, long arms, right? And a southpaw thing and power. Yeah. I'm telling you, man.
You said the right hand gonna land on Stevenson?
That's the kryptonite for a southpaw.
It ain't for him. It really ain't for him. It ain't for him no more. Dude got a nice little defense. Nobody want to get him credit for some. If you go on the inside, it's not so great. But when you're from distance and you trying to catch, I don't think it's that good on him.
The whole thing with Andre Ward is that's one of his best attributes is his ability to fight on the inside.
Yeah, he is.
But how do you get that? How do you get that with a guy with feet so good like that?
Stevenson throws the same punch all night. He got like one combo?
That's right.
I'm coming to give either fighter credit. I'm coming to give either fighter credit when they win.
Why would you need to do any combos if that's all you need to win?
Because with Andre Ward, you have to do a lot more than a 1-2.
No, but listen, when he fought Fonfara and Fonfara walked through the body, he went to the body. He started attacking the body. He didn't just throw that 1-2. He did.
That's true.
What did Fonfara catch Stevenson with? Do you remember?
Body shot.
I remember,
man. It was a body shot. Didn't he hit him with a body? No, that was Stevenson putting Fonfara down with a body shot.
It was a head shot. It was a right hand. Right hand. Right hand.
Yes, but I remember the table turning in that fight, and Stevenson was going to the body early. And then Fonfara hurt him and put some right hands in his body too. So
I see the Stevenson 4 fight going just like this: right hand hook, ducks down for the counter, and hits him again all night long.
Wood ain't gonna hurt Stevenson either.
Right hand left hook. He goes down.
No, he's not gonna hurt Stevenson. The goal will be at the outpoint him. The goal will be to outpoint
He's
Stevenson.
not going. Ward not gonna be able to fight Stevenson. He's going to fight Kovalev, man.
Yeah.
I don't see.
I'm not sure.
I
I'm
don't,
not sure about that.
I don't see Heyman and Rock Nation. I hope they work together, but I don't see them this quickly doing that. You know what I mean? Because I mean, if you gotta look at it, if Stevenson and Kovalev ain't fought yet with all that bullshit, I don't see Ward just come. I think HBO gonna throw so much money at Kovalev and Ward. That's the fight.
I see it like this. You had Heyman fighters at a Rock Nation event. You had Heyman fighters at a Golden Boy event. And those were the two. I don't know, man. Like I just don't. I think if he could work with Top Rank, he could work out differences anywhere you put him. So I'm be positive about it. But if Ward not locked in with HBO, that's the biggest thing. I don't think Jay-Z is the bigger factor. But like I said, Heyman fighters were at both events. Stevenson was at the Canada event, and you had Berto. I think Kareem Mayfield was at the Ward event. So it is what it is.
The problem with the fight Ward doesn't bring any money with him is the problem. He's a superstar he's a superstar power.
Big fights bring money. Big fights gonna bring money. Let's not do that. Big fights gonna bring money.
Kovalev versus Ward is that really a real pay-per-view hit right now with Ward coming off a long layoff?
Ward would never be a pay-per-view star, never. But it don't matter. You know what I mean? Roy Jones was never a pay-per-view draw. It don't mean that a pay-per-view. I think we got spoiled by this era, but like it's never been judged by that shit before. You know what I mean?
Preach, bro. You preaching. Preach to him. I try to tell him you don't got to be pay-per-view to see Triple G versus Ward.
Guerrero wasn't a pay-per-view star. Maidana wasn't a pay-per-view star.
You know what else we spoiled by? We spoiled with the so-and-so need to step up fight. No, that motherfucker want to prove he great with 16 fights. Let him do it. And if he lose, come back and let him fight a rematch. Ain't no step up fights and shit like that. These motherfuckers be great.
That's a good point.
Hey, you guys, man, this is some good shit, man. One of the best hangouts yet, man. We gonna move on, man. Let's get to it, man. Hassan Undam.
There you go.
Hassan Undam.
That's my boy.
Over there, man, in Canada, and I tell you, man. Listen, for me, I think that's fight of the weekend. I don't care. I don't know if man. That fight was sick, man. That Hassan Undam, man, he can take a beating, bro. But I'll tell you what, man. That guy got my respect, man. And this is why we love the game of boxing, man. That dude was coming back from the dead like the Walking Dead, and he was putting it back.
He was bringing it too.
You know what? I'm gonna start my boy. What you need in a second. Don't worry. You can go first. Because I know that's your boy. You've been telling us about Hassan Undam, and I'm gonna tell you right now. I think Golovkin beats both of them in a day. But I've been saying that Hassan Undam is going to bring hell when he comes off the canvas. So I'll tell you, because that's what he did. David Lemieux, I'll tell you what, he's another one as well. He came with it, and they put on a great fight. And I'm glad, it was like that referee was like Steve Smilger, man. He just let that fight carry on. And then Dan bring it every single time. Every time he got knocked down, he bring it. And I was thinking about the Quillen fight when Dan was against him and he was knocking down Quillen. I was thinking, well, I think you can kind of say that Dan may be better than Quillen or maybe. But David Lemieux versus Kid Chocolate, it will kind of mean. So I was trying to have a benchmark where you are. But I think Triple G could kind of beat both of them. But what a great performance by David Lemieux to pick up the vacant IBF middleweight strap. And we see where they go on next, man. We're going to go one at a time. What you need, you go first, my brother. Go ahead, bro.
Well, I was always saying that Ndam, he can box. This guy, it's boxing skill that really makes him so good. I mean, he got caught with some shots. He went down. But at the end of the day, Lemieux's power is what allowed him to win this fight. Ndam got some good power, too. And I just want to say, I hope that people take Ndam seriously. I would love to still see him face Golovkin. I don't think Golovkin takes him out of there. I think he goes the whole 12 rounds with Golovkin. And we'll really see what Golovkin's made of if he fights Ndam. That's what I got to say.
Nah, that's some good, man. All right, man. We'll go into a free-for-all one at a time. Go ahead, T. You go next, man.
Oh, Lord. Oh, man. Okay, I don't know if the brother got the worst chin in boxing or the biggest heart in boxing. Maybe both. But Lord Jesus, the dude got hit by a plane on 9/11 and told the story on 9/12. He got up and told the story on 9/12. I ain't lying to you. I appreciate that in him. That shit was beautiful from him. It was entertaining. But sad to say that HBO is going to sell you a fight with Lemieux Triple G. That's a good fight. Go ahead and put him in there with a power puncher.
Yeah.
But what they're gonna do is say, hey, I think they either give Lemieux the next fight, and they give Endom the first fight, so they could say, hey, Lemieux knocked him down 7, 8, whatever the count was. Hell, I lost count.
4 times.
Shit, it seemed like about 8.
It was 6 times, right?
It seemed about 8. Nah, bro, I would put $10 on it right now that it was more than that shit. It was more than 4
times.
All right. But anyway, HBO's gonna sell you how many times can he knock him down or can he get him out of there. That's what HBO is now selling us. It's sad to say, but that's what I mean. I guess it's a good selling point for these whack ass boxing fans of the day. But of course. Lemieux Triple G the next fight after that, and Lemieux gonna get disposed of. But he almost got disposed of last night, so
yeah,
there you go.
I mean, good for Triple G. He got 2 opponents that like I said, the whack ass boxing fans today gonna just eat that shit up. So that's my part.
Cool, man. All right, move on to the next person, man. Boxing beats and Rams. Go ahead, man.
Nah, Triple G and Lemieux is an excellent fight, man. That's an excellent fight. Lemieux's earned the spot. There's 2 belts on the line. You know, that's the most movement we've had in the middleweight division for a long time.
Yeah.
And look, man, he's got flaws, but that's not the point. He's got a puncher's chance. He's taking another belt. At least we're getting some movement in terms of unifying belts in the division. And, like, 2 big punches, man. I like it. I like the fight, man. I like the fight. And I think the only thing that's going to let Lemieux down is not defensively responsible enough to probably get through a fight like that with Tree. He's going to make probably too much mistakes. But, man, if he can tag Triple G, who knows, man? Who knows? I like it. What are you talking about? What are you saying? What's your take on Lemieux and Dam, bro? Oh, and Dam. Yeah, man, and Dam didn't try and clinch. He didn't attempt to clinch till the 8th. Like, he tried to punch out with this guy. It was just mad, suicidal. You know, and like, he's good, but he just can't hang with the power merchants at middleweight, can he? You know, and Lemieux is crazy because he had, by the 8th round, he had the fight won. So all he had to do is like come inside and claim and damn and move a little more. But he was looking to swing and trade. He's a bit of a mad boy. He's mad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, quick point for y'all. It just came up on the headlines. Andre Ward gonna remain at 168. Said Virgil Hunter.
Good, man. That's good. That's good news. Thanks for that, T. All right, man. Thanks for that, Beats. Let me go, Michael from Pound Fan Boxing Report. Go ahead, Michael.
There was a flyweight in the early 1990s by the name of Mungshai Kitty Kasim. Won titles at 108 and 112. Very good fighter, thriller-minute guy. But if you hit him, whenever he faced a puncher, he would go down, and he would go down multiple times in the fight. That's what Endom reminded me of. That's who he reminded me of. If he could only take a punch. Because when he stayed on his feet, I thought he was
in the rounds.
Lemieux. But to what you need's point, the power of Lemieux proved the difference. Moving forward against Triple G, no, he's too wild. He's too irresponsible defensively. He gets hit too much. Plus, he has a leaky chin himself to beat Golovkin, in my opinion. But it would be a fun fight. Lemieux would land his shots. It would be interesting to see how Triple G would react to a guy who hits with real power, who hits him. So, there you go.
Okay, man. Thanks for that, Michael. Go ahead, that's all.
My bad. I think Hassan, mashallah, he did good, you know what I mean? He took a lot of punches to the face, went to the ground a couple times, got up like Terminator. Every time I see Hassan fight, he looks beautiful. He gets to moving, gets to jab, and he goes to the body. Like, some people don't ever go to the body. His combos always end with going to the body. He looks good, and he gets hits in the face, and then it's like, oh, like he don't know what to do. I mean, I thought the fight should have ended in round 2. I thought he was out on his feet. I thought it should have been TKO in round 2. I mean, it turned out to be a great fight. Lemieux, is not going to beat Triple G. I think they need to rematch, honestly. I think if Hassan fights him again, he probably could win if he doesn't go down. I think a rematch would be really, really good. I don't think Lemieux has any upside to him at all. I mean, outside of just having a punch. I mean, he doesn't beat Triple G. I think he'll lose against Cotto. Man, Canelo beats him. I don't feel a lot of upside to him, to be honest with you, at all.
Cool, man. All right, man. 78 Sports TV.
I thought it was best fight of the night, entertainment wise. I told y'all last time I was on here with y'all, man. Indom's underrated, man. He don't really get the respect he deserves. The dude came out fighting. He, like you said, he was outboxing Lemieux. He just said he couldn't deal with Lemieux's punching power. That's where, and I still got to rewatch the fight as well because I was kind of distracted watching two fights. But from what I've seen, man. What round was that? Was that the 6th round? Somebody correct me, man. Indom was getting in Lemieux's ass in one of those rounds, man. He was
later in the fight too.
Yeah, he was getting his ass. I was like, damn, what the fuck? I gotta start paying attention to this shit. But as far as Triple G, I don't think Lemieux can beat Triple G, man. But I do want to see the fight. I think it's good. Let Triple G start collecting them belts, man. He said he want to unify. He can get off of Cotto dick and go and fight, Lemieux. Fight Lemieux. That'd be a good fight, man. Shit. The HBO can hype this. HBO was slipping. They turned down showing this fight. They fucked up.
Yeah,
what I mean? They should have showed this fight between Indom and Lemieux, but they so busy trying to predict knockouts, that they be missing out on good ass fights, man. But I think Triple G still beats Lemieux though, but in an entertaining fight.
All right.
The point about HBO is beautiful. They how did they not know this man was not gonna get knocked down? At least, how did they not see this shit? Lemieux got all that foot speed in the way. It ain't beautiful, but the dude could get around the ring and stalk you down. And you touch the chin, he going down and rising up. I don't know what the hell they was thinking.
And you know what's fucked up? They gonna fuck around and show it on Jim Lampley's Gotti list. Watch.
Yeah. Hey, we're on a free throw, so everyone can just.
I think I should be. To be honest, I think.
1 minute, we free throw. Let me go first. Let me burn first, and everyone just jump in. I think that the winner of these fight, if they can't get Triple G, I think they should fight Chris Eubank Jr. or the winner out of Billy Joe Saunders and Andy Lee. I think that's where if they can't get the Triple G, but I think they're gonna get the Triple G fight. And I think they should go that way. Free throw, everyone is jumping.
That fight got a day chat. That Andy Lee got a day chat.
Yeah, with Saunders. They got a date, man. They got a date.
When we coming up on that?
I don't know. I think it was maybe. I'll go check on it real quick. One second. I think it might be September, but I can't be. Let me go check. I'm not too sure. But go ahead. Free throw, everyone is jumping and put your 2 cents on. What do you think, Lemieux and?
The crazy part.
Go ahead.
The crazy part is that Hassan Indom has the best chance to beat Triple G if he had a chin. I think he will outbox Triple G, but the problem is he has no chin. Period. If he just had a little bit more bone or something in that chin, he beats everybody in the middleweight division.
Hey, you and what you need rolling with you as well. What you've been telling that stuff for time, man.
Man, that argument is like if you had a 12-inch penis, you could do.
Stop it.
It's what it is. He beating up. He's trying to say what it is, man. He's trying to tell you what it is. What it is.
It is. I mean, we could do our best to imagine fighters with this, like Adrien Broner. I can dream of my imagination that he's gonna start fighting in the pocket again. But the truth of the matter is, they're gonna sell you that fight by saying, "Can he be the first one to keep him down?" And about 6 rounds into it, you're gonna have your answer. He probably will be the first one to keep him down. Man, it gets so bad at times. It look like Indom is like being told, anytime you hit, act like you're dying, but you really don't be hurt. But man, I don't know, man. That shit beautiful at the same time. Like you would become a boxing fan watching that shit. Like, why could you not? That's the most entertaining thing in the sport. He get up with his bearings, but still fucked up at the same time. It's like, I don't know, that shit beautiful, man. I don't know.
He's the people's champ, literally.
I think that's what makes Amir Khan exciting as well.
I was just thinking that, but he don't get up as effective.
Yeah,
He don't get up as effective. Endom get up and he punch drunk for 10 seconds. The next thing you know, he moving around the ring like ain't shit just happened. Like, from, bruh?
The power of Africa.
And Andy Lee and Billy Joe Saunders, they fight in September, September the 19th. So
I think Saunders wins again.
well, so nah, man, Andy Lee better win that fight, man. Billy Joe Saunders ain't that good. He been ducking him for the longest.
Oh wait, they're gonna fight? You said?
They're gonna fight in September.
How about you mean Eubank versus Saunders? Oh, I got Andy Lee winning.
Now, if you can't punk Andy Lee, you in for a hell of a fight.
You said Saunders versus Andy Lee?
Yeah.
No, man, I got Andy Lee in that shit, man.
Nasty right hook, man. That right hook is.
Yeah, I got him.
Well, you don't think there's no chance that Billy Joe can?
Yeah, it's definitely. But I just don't like. I mean, it sounds stupid, dog, but I can't support nobody named Billy Joe, man. Like, look, man, I know that's stupid as hell, man. But I'm sorry, I gotta be a casual on this time, man.
Oh man, you guys.
Billy Joe, backyard Joe.
Oh man, all right, man. What we got here? So the free throw. I guess the free throw was over in that one. There ain't much free throw in that. We're gonna move on to some of the other fights. I guess we covered the two big fights. So we're gonna cover the fight what happened today. Cause I ain't see it, man. So Sammy must have saw it. You guys must have it. Rances Barthelemy versus.
Nope, I didn't see it, man. I was talking to Beats, man.
Yeah, I saw both of them. Anybody else didn't see it?
Like he's been putting the shoulder defense on him, and he knocked him down in the fourth. And like he's giving him a good beating.
Who knocked down who? Who you talking about? Who Rances
knocked down DeMarco.
Hey, T said he saw it, man.
Yeah. Just for a side note, Jalen Love tasted the canvas again today. I didn't see the fight, but he won the fight. I think his money team run might be over soon, like that. But Rances Barthelemy, man, he never stepped on the gas. But man, like they said, this dude is effortless in what he does, but at the same time, he get wild in what he do. He knocked him down the fourth round. Dude didn't want to take the punch. He could have took more, but he just said, I don't want no more. He fell down, but he got on back up. Not much to it, man. He just working his jab, just throwing it out there over and over again. It was like split seconds of the fight where you say, oh, there goes some action. He gonna pick up on it, and he never did. Still one of my favorite fighters, though.
Yeah, DeMarco couldn't handle the upper body movement, man, and the jab, man.
Nah. Yeah, he was stuck in the mud. He was stuck in the mud all night.
Hey, what happened with Omotoso versus Sammy Vasquez? Who won that fight, man?
Sammy.
He beat Wale Omotoso, for real?
Sammy got head butted and cut, got punched and cut. He was bloody all throughout the whole fight, man. Not throughout the whole fight, but he was battered up at the end of the fight. I think Virgil Hunter comment was, I never seen such a one-sided I can't remember the comment he made. Such a tough one-sided fight. You know, like he said that was the toughest one-sided fight he'd ever seen. Toughest shutout he ever seen. Vasquez got some skills, but when he got tired, he just resorted to fighting, and it made that shit good, man.
Wow, man.
I haven't seen that one. I think that's the only fight I've seen.
That's what I'm saying, man. And so Love versus Jason Escalera, right? So he won that fight on points, man. All right, well, I guess we covered the whole fight on the weekend, man. It was some good fights, man. I mean, it was a good weekend of boxing, man. I mean, boxing finished a couple of hours ago, so we had a good night at the fights, man.
I loved it.
Yeah, man. You guys, man, we covered quite a lot. What else we got? Let me just look forward into the next weekend, so we got real quick, yeah. Monday, Moscow. Friday, Fox, none there. We ain't got hold on. Saturday.
I say, let me get my performer of the weekend.
Hey, we got 1 minute. We got Tim. So we got Tim Bradley versus Jesse Vargas, man. We can do that one.
Good fight.
Yeah. So we can just free roll on that one because that's the only fight.
I hope Tim Bradley come out and put together a performance that shows.
You don't think that's a good fight?
Nah, not really.
Why not, man? I think that's a good fight, man.
Vargas has underperformed for about 3 years or so now, man.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't think it's up there either.
That's the best fight. Hey, Leonard Bundu's fighting next week as well on Friday. He's fighting on Showtime. They got Leonard Bundu fighting some dude.
Nice,
What they signed to Al Heyman? I forgot he signed to Al Heyman.
He fighting on the show. There's a Showtime card over there, but they ain't got no big name. The only name I go over here is Leonard Bundu versus Pablo Mayoga or Maguire or something like that.
Errol Spence should be fighting Bundu, someone like Bundu, right?
Yeah. But I think Porter should be fighting Bundu, man. I'm that's a Porter, man. Porter should be fighting.
No, but not even Broner should fight Bundu. But Broner, I don't remember.
Hey,
You know what? That's a good fight, man. Broner versus Bundu to make him. Hey, you gotta tell him, look, you better fight on the inside. That's the only reason we're gonna make the fight, for you to stand there and fight and stand your ground and then outbox a person. Man, he to beat Porter, man. I just still can't believe this dude, man. Still can't.
We still on that one again, man. Everyone's just like, yeah.
It hurt to see a guy he just gonna fall from. I mean, the boxing fans today, you can't have 3 losses. They hate people with O's, but then when you lose your O, they hate you. Like it's ridiculous. But at the end of the day,
I used to be a Broner fan, but now before this fight, I realized the guy is overrated.
Oh man, come on, man.
I'm riding and dying with AB. I don't care what nobody say. Just like how I rode with Shawn Porter, even though he got his ass whooped by Brooke. I'm riding with the brother. When I ride with you, I ride with you.
I'm ride with any boxer. I'm gonna tell you, I do not like Shawn Porter's style, but I ride with him. If he be who he want to be, he be like a dude called himself schooling me the other day, man. He told me, "Are you a fan or a boxing aficionado?" I said, "Well, I'm not gonna call myself aficionado because I'd rather see a fight from the house and come on here and then talk about it." But I said I don't do fanatic ass shit. I don't wear fan signs saying so and so. I love you, Canelo. I'm down with whoever win. I'm just looking at it saying I know Adrien Broner is better than that, and he didn't give me better than that, man.
Absolutely, I agree.
All right, this is the thing, yeah, right? I know 78 is gonna jump on this one, right? I hear about Broner. I know he can do better. I know this and that and that. Why is there that expectation for Broner that he can do better and he can possibly become a star? Why? And he hasn't proven it so far.
I want me to explain it. I'll explain my reason for this. Because in the second and third round, when Shawn Porter did the rush, Broner threw out his left hook. Then he worked the combination. I did not see Shawn Porter doing that amount of clean work to where if Broner would have just kept doing that through the whole fight, that Shawn Porter would have still won. I don't believe in Porter's adjustment skills like that neither. I've never seen him outbox from the house.
All right. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna frame the question again. I want everyone, if they can, to answer that question without the if argument.
No. If is a word, though. If is a word, bitch.
No. Hear me out. Yeah.
He also caught Porter coming in with a jab too.
Slow down, bro. I want just answer for what he's done and what we've seen him do, right? No.
I've seen him fight on the inside. I've seen him take a fight on the inside. I've seen him do it, and he's not doing it any longer. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I seen him outbox a guy with a jab. Just the fight before, he outboxed a guy with a jab. He's done everything in different fights. It's just not he's putting it together. No longer is he putting it together. I told you what I believe it is. I believe Adrien Broner said. You heard what he said last night. You still gonna want my autograph. You still gonna want to take a picture with him. He's fine with losing, man. He just long as he's not getting knocked down no more.
The fact of being consistent.
The same argument.
Where he really does. He doesn't do it enough. He doesn't keep his foot on the gas. That's the problem. That's the frustrating thing about him. You see him, but he doesn't fully.
But the thing is, your argument there that he's got more potential and you can see him. I can make the argument with Porter. I don't think Porter was as accurate as he was against Devin Alexander. I can say that about many fighters.
Just because Devin Alexander
but this guy, he's
skilled.
Because
Devin Alexander fights straight up in the air. That's why Amir Khan was so accurate.
But Adrien Broner is very skilled. I mean, you just have to watch. The guy's skilled.
Beast, I give you this much, Beast.
He's just not consistent.
When you said that about Hassan and Don Chin, you can't make up a new chin. We'll never get that out of him, but you've seen what we talking about out of Adrien Broner. But it's not the same comparison saying, hey, if Hassan had a chin. It's only if Adrien Adrien would work a little bit more. Like it's you know he could work more, man.
No, I
He
don't.
could work.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
No, you don't know if he's willing to work more. You don't know if he's willing to. I know you believe in his skills. Do you not believe in his skills?
I'm answering your question in real time.
All right. This is my real question. I'll let you answer. Do you believe in his skills?
Before you ask me that one, I want to answer what you just said there. Yeah? He had the chance to work yesterday, and he chose to hold.
Yeah.
Right? He trained the guy, he managed to get catchweight the guy, and he had the MGM and a load of people watching him in expectation, and he chose to hold and push down. If he wanted to work, he could have worked, and he chose not to.
I agree, but that's not my point. I'm just saying I seen time, just like Michael said, it's times where the man foot goes on the gas, and then it slightly keep raising up, and it never really goes back there. When he puts it together, and I said I don't think he ever will, but it's easier to put together than Hassan Ndine's chin. That's all I'm saying. I'm not telling you he's going to be a world beater. I'm telling you I know you believe in his skills. Do you believe in his initial skills? Yeah, I know.
No.
If you seen Adrien, hold on. If you seen Adrien Broner in the gym boxing one round, and you didn't see any adversity that he had to face, you just seen pretty boxing, would you not say, "Oh, that kid has skills"?
Look, I can't answer. See, you want me just to give you? I can't. Listen.
What I'm saying is, in the actual fight itself, you're seeing his skill, but it's not consistent. I saw Shawn Porter bum rush in. And he hit him with a jab and stopped him in his tracks. And Shawn Porter changed his mind, and then he wouldn't do it again. I don't understand that. This is the thing I don't get about Adrien Broner. He does brilliant things, and then he just, I don't know, it's just indiscipline. He just doesn't do it again.
And that's why I say he has to take a step back and reevaluate himself personally. Yeah. Not just in the ring, but personally.
Look.
Why does he not keep his foot on the gas the whole time? Why does he not stay consistent the whole time? If he did,
Kevin Mitchell's career was gone.
He probably would have beat Porter. Hell, man, knocked him out.
Kevin Mitchell's career was gone, and Michael made a great point. He reassessed the situation, stopped the drinking, stopped the bullshit, and we just praised him like a week ago for the effort he put in, for having a complete fight even though he got stopped. Like, Adrien Broner is way more skilled than that, man, but the dude, like Michael said, we don't have to tell him no more. The boy got to assess himself.
Look, man. Look. You could talk there. Yeah, the argument you're saying, right? There's been fighters in Britain like Danny Williams, supposed to be brilliant in the gym. You can have all these skills. You have to put it together on the night. And you know, and if you're unable to, look, Steve Collins said you don't have to be particularly skillful to beat someone. You got to have the game plan, and then you got to execute. That's what it's all about. Right.
There you go, and I don't think it's his corner. I don't think it's his corner because I remember the fight with Ponce de Leon. They were giving him all the right instructions, and Adrien Broner didn't follow one.
He wouldn't listen.
But that's not the only fight he's had like that. Before Ponce de Leon, there was another guy who he had a disputed decision against. There was another guy.
Quintero. We're talking about Quintero.
Yeah. So it's not like there's one episode, right? The thing, for some reason, I don't know if it's because he's associated with Floyd or the bling, but we keep holding him up. Look, I'm not writing him off. I'm saying, right, forget the hype. Go out and prove it to me by working hard and actually putting in the effort that it takes to be a great fighter. Not all this, I think Adrien can do it. You do the graft.
That's why I was not comfortable picking. When y'all asked me who I had last week, I told you I had my remote in my hand seeing who's going to win the fight. Because I don't believe in Adrien Broner putting it all together, but I do know he's very skilled, and I wouldn't doubt any night that he comes out and does it. But I just don't – it's not like it's certain fighters you're just not willing to bet on, man. It's just certain fighters you're not willing to bet on, but you see it, but you just say, I'm not willing to bet on that.
That's why Broner was the underdog in Vegas, man. I was surprised, man. Actually, he was the underdog, man. Surprised, man.
We'll see more. We'll see more. I mean, he put together a complete performance his last time out, and
that's what I was going off of. I thought he got serious with the sport.
I thought he got serious too. He evidently did.
He's at the Mayweather count.
I don't know what you guys took, and I still had Broner winning the fight, so I don't know, man.
Yeah, you're the only one who picked that.
Nah, me and T, man. T ain't winning. He just don't want to say.
No, T had
What did I want to say? What don't I want to say? Hold on, say it again. That I got Broner winning the fight.
Yeah, you know you did, T. You just trying to be nice to him. I heard you.
No. I say it like this. I say it like this.
Going backwards and forwards
I say it like this. I quit scoring the fight because Shawn Porter's style is just very, very ugly. And I did feel he was winning the fight, so I just said, hey, I know Porter's about to win this fight because I knew AB was just going to let it happen.
Yeah. And you know, hey, so what? You don't think Porter should fight Mayweather? How you see Porter versus Thurman and all the rest of them dudes there, bro?
Thurman gonna move and catch him with a hook that he gonna have to respect a little bit more. But Thurman's not gonna fight on the inside neither, so he got a chance, man. You will see if Thurman just is pretty boy or gonna go out there work or not. He gonna let his hands go more than Broner though. I know that for sure.
And he will use that pivot, man. Broner wasn't using the pivot much.
That's all he gotta do, 3 or 4 times around. You can't tell me that if Broner would have turned 3 or 4 times around, that the round would have been much closer, even if he didn't land shots, because Shawn Porter was not landing anything just beautiful.
If at a fifth, we would all get drunk.
Yes, but if Keith Thurman does that, Shawn Porter doesn't win the fight. I mean, I give Broner more credit than I give Porter in his win over Brook than his win over Porter, because Broner's a smaller man and they held about the same amount, and Broner put the boy on his butt, man. So like,
that's what I'm saying. There you go. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't compare him to Brook, because Brook had those beautiful pivots. And he was tattooing that boy. He messed up his face.
But I believe his pivots was beautiful when Shawn got. It's funny that Shawn Porter got tired at 147 and not at 144. That was funny to me. But the thing is, you know, they threw that testing in there right before the Brook fight, and I think Brook got adamant about, I want testing. Shawn Porter took some kind of test, and he was tired after. I don't know. You get laid on like that, you're gonna get tired too. But I don't know, man. He wasn't tired at 144, and Broner's smaller man held probably less than Brook. Put the man on his butt. He just didn't fight a complete fight like Brook.
But Brook didn't hold like Porter though. Brook clinched. He locked him up, and then he let go of the clinch. He'd get his hand under him and let him go.
Brook is so tall. Brook is so tall. Brook is so taller than Porter that all he has to do is he drops his guard when Porter's under him, and therefore his arms are smothered then. And Brook is so strong, he don't even have to put effort in him to clinch him up. He can just tighten his arms up and hold up against his body. It's an old ass.
Just release it.
Big man. Yeah. So Adrien Broner had to look like a grappler. I give Shawn Porter credit that he was in there throwing those punches like to the top of the head when Broner grabbing him, because that showed the referee that he holding him.
You ain't gonna let it go, huh, brother? You ain't gonna let it go, huh, brother?
Nah, he was even behind the back of the head, man. He was even behind the back of the head is what he was doing, man. I think he regressed.
Broner deserved to lose though, man. I mean, you can't come in there trying to not write the sentence but put the period on it. You got to write the sentence, then you got to punctuate it, and then go to the next round. He just want to put the punctuation, the Floyd Mayweather punctuation, and then he want to be in the next round. You don't do that, man.
I ain't trying to hear that, man. I got Broner in the fight. I ain't trying to hear
no, come on.
Floyd came out against. Sorry.
He needs to think. Look, man. Like he needs to come away from the superstar thing and get down to if he really wants to be successful, he needs to start thinking about who he is and the champagne and the Floyd and trying to make people laugh and be cool and think. Like,
can he win the title at 140? Can he win the title at 140?
Look inward and see who he really is.
Yeah.
All the stuff, partying and club stuff, that's not him.
Yeah, man.
Can he win the title at 140 though? That's all he got to do.
And when I saw Floyd Mayweather leaving the place, man, before it was announced, I said, man, he lost the fight, man. I couldn't believe it, man. I was so shocked, man. I had him so up on the scorecards. I thought, boy, what fight was I watching, man? I've been caught up with that twice. I had Danny Garcia beating Peterson the first time. Second time I watched it, man, I saw a different fight. So
That's a fight. That's a fight for Broner. Not Adrian Peterson, but Lamont Peterson is a fight for Broner. And I also think it's going to be a fight that Floyd Mayweather's going to entertain in September if he's really serious about not taking a top-notch guy.
Broner can't beat them guys, man. You're putting him in with guys like with skilled craft. You can't beat them guys.
I had to see him lose to Lamont Peterson, but they real good friends, man. He can beat Danny Garcia. He beats Danny Garcia hands down.
We used to be so high on Broner, man. I don't know what the fuck's getting on here, man.
You can't beat them guys, man.
Beats is no, I'm not gonna lie. Beats was a Broner dude, man.
All right, let's put it like this. Lamont Peterson is going to be fearful of the power early, just like versus Danny. That gives Broner a chance to win early rounds, and he possibly can't do that.
Look, man, but Lamont works hard. Lamont at least works. He works at his game. Right.
But Adrian's not gonna feel Lamont power though. That's another thing, man. Like you got to remember, he's getting beat by 147 pounders, not 140 pounders. He's not lost that fight yet. I had to see him do that.
40 pounders yet, right? John Molina weren't no world class guy. He got knocked out by Matisse shortly before Broner fought him. Yeah.
True.
John Molina got beaten by DeMarco in a round. You know what I mean? Look, he wasn't no world-class dude, and neither was that Carlos Molina guy, and neither was that Emmanuel Taylor, right? He's been fighting mediocre 140 pound.
I would favor Peterson by split decision. I would favor Peterson by split decision, but I don't count Broner out in that fight if he bring it. I don't.
And Manny Taylor did
Peterson might actually stop him, bro.
No.
Let me tell you why. Because
Best there.
He's more accurate than Shawn Porter. He's more accurate.
He's getting in now, man. He's threatening Broner on the bus, man.
You are, man. You throwing that boy way under the bus. You just writing him all the way off. You writing him all the way off, man. You doing Broner dirty, man.
What he's saying is Peterson.
Listen.
Peterson gets stronger as the fight goes on.
I'm telling you.
That's the thing with Peterson.
This is what I'm telling you from what I saw, right? If he didn't hold on, and if that referee had reprimanded him and he was forced to fight, he would have got stopped.
Nah.
That's what I saw there.
I 100% disagree. I think he would have found success in knowing that, hey, I'm doing this better than I was when I had the hold. That's
where Porter made more. I agree with you. That's where Porter got most of his points. But when Adrien Broner holds, it actually works against him, not for him.
Exactly. He's not Floyd Mayweather. He doesn't have to do that shit, man. Like you're saying. I told you what he does. He watched the last Floyd Mayweather fight, and that's exactly how he fights the next fight. Every time.
But he don't understand. Floyd Mayweather, like you said, does his groundwork. He used the jab. He put something hard on you so he can control the fight. Broner don't understand all that.
Hey, so what we saying is Adrien Broner ain't a new Floyd. Is that what we saying now? Cause
Adrien Broner is a copycat of Floyd Mayweather, and all he had to do is be Adrien Broner, and he could be Adrien Broner.
Adrien Broner is a big if. If he does that.
The discipline and the commitment to be Floyd Mayweather, not even close.
So what
he that he would never be. No.
Hey, you think he should get rid of the Philly show? Or you think he should abandon everything now? Yeah.
I agree with Michael. He need to take time off of boxing and get his mind right.
I think so.
They can work and apply himself.
Look, I tell you that did Shawn Porter catch him with those like looping shots that Maidana did?
Nope.
All right. Okay. So I thought that too. He made adjustments. He saw punches coming. He does all of that good. It's just that he won't let the hands go, and he showed himself. He got to be kicking himself. 12th round, he let his hand go, and beautifully puts a guy that never been down.
The thing I agree with Beast on, until Adrien Broner, he doesn't put in the work. Until he puts in the work, you will never see. He will never.
That's right. That's right.
He will never find his full potential.
Go look at the second, third round.
I think he doesn't.
He doesn't apply it. He doesn't work.
What's the beat? What you said, Beats?
I agree.
The problem is he hasn't got no respect for the game. He has got no respect for his coach.
Yeah.
That's right. I agree.
No, Beats. Adrien Broner, when he got knocked down the first time by Maidana. After that knockdown, this man came back and started kind of closing up the fight or getting close to winning the fight.
Close. He lost the fight.
Hold on. Stop. Let me make my point. Let me make a point. Let me make a point to value the point that I'm talking about with the memes and his credibility with the fans. He's fine with losing now. He got knocked down the first time. The man showed so much heart and came back and was putting combinations together on Maidana, was doing his thing. Then he get caught again, and everything went away. He said, "Oh my God, I can't win now." And now after the fight, it's just like it's sort of like you see him be able to put combinations together inside when the guy's coming forward. But now it's like, hey, if I do it, I might get knocked down. Everybody's Maidana. No, everybody's not Maidana, and you're better than that Maidana fight because y'all just admitted he was not getting caught with the looping shots no more. You're better. Y'all just even admitted that yourselves. Adrien Broner does not believe in Adrien Broner. Shit, I could be Adrien Broner coach.
Adrien Broner is overrated, man. He got beat by Paulie.
Look, well,
He's not having it, T. He's not having it.
He's psychoanalyzing him hard.
Yeah.
I'm psychoanalyze anybody that's broken. I'm gonna psychoanalyze anybody that's broken.
Here's the problem though.
Having it, man.
Right?
Beast, I wish I could say no, he just threw the fight, but I can't. So I gotta look into it and find what it is. Because he's gonna fight again.
Let Beats burn. Go ahead, man.
Right? Some people psychoanalyze other people more than they psychoanalyze themselves. So if you're not Broner and you're psychoanalyzing him really, and he's not doing that, if he's not looking into himself like that, then all I can do is look at what he's doing. Because he's not concerned about changing all that stuff you're saying.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it's not.
So what I'm saying is, unless he goes back to grassroots, right? Like what he needs to do is spend some time with some historians and let him know what some of the African American fighters have done for him to be up there doing some of the stupidness he's doing, right? And so he gets an appreciation of the game and the position he's in to be on the MGM and being able to have enough clout that he could drain a fighter. He needs to start appreciating what he has because it's a short career. It's a short career, man.
Right? You're funny, you know. Be appreciated the drink.
Nah. Actually,
it is. I agree with you, B. I'm not trying to go hard to protect him here. I 100% agree. This dude got work that need to be done, man. And until that, we can talk about all the ifs we want, but it's up to Adrien Broner, man.
Hey, T, go ahead. T, let Michael. Go ahead, Michael. I
was going to say what I want to hear what Beast has to say because I kind of agree with him. He kind of speaking to what I have to say. He has to. Broner, to psychoanalyze it, it all has to come down to him at the end of the day. So I want to hear what Beast has to say.
What do you mean? Yeah, he's got to do this. Like, people are psychoanalyzing Broner. Well, I think he's got potential. If he did more work, and Broner's got to look at all them things.
Right.
Yeah.
But if I tell you it's a 20% chance that he's going to do that, then it should be no problem with me psychoanalyzing. I'm agreeing that it's a 20% chance that this man's going to turn it around. Not an 80%. It's a 20% chance. It's an 80% chance he's going to go down the path he's been on.
Well, look. I heard after the fight he started drinking. Right? After the fight he said to Kenny Porter, you want to fight me now? So from what I'm seeing, he's making no attempt to get his mind on it. So I'm just analyzing. And from what I'm seeing, he's figure. I'm not going to go into his personal life because this is life. As a boxer, he's on the path to going nowhere.
There you go, B.
The free way.
And that's a 20% chance.
Hey, let me burn for a bit. I'm gonna put it like this shit. Broner has achieved so much early. Like I'm getting some echo here, so.
It could be me.
Nah, no, you're not. I think it's Beats, man. Let's speak Beats, man. Alright, thanks, man. Yeah, that's better. Alright, he's achieved so much at so young age, like Mike Tyson. The shit man fucked him up, man. You know he was a beast at lightweight, and since then, after he's left lightweight, he hasn't been that good, to be honest with you. Right? He could have been one of the greatest lightweights. What we've seen for a while, you know, the Crawford fight would have happened. We already know Burns ducked him. But I think he achieved. I'm making excuses. He achieved so much so early that he thinks he's a superstar, and he's got that mentality right now. And I agree with T, man. He's happy with losing. But having said that, I don't think he's happy with losing. He was pissed off he lost the fight. I believe he thought he won the fight. Mike Stafford is in the corner. He was telling Broner, "Come on, man, we need to do something." He was telling Broner wasn't doing enough. Like I thought he was doing the cleaner work, and that's what I was scoring. the body punches, I probably wasn't scoring them, and I'll be honest with you. So I just think he's got the Mike Tyson effect, where maybe he achieved too much too early, and right now he's on the slide. So, like, but I think he looked really good in this fight. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was one of his best performances, and I thought he won the fight. So that's just me anyway, man. So,
you look at Porter in the body work. Porter pushes his punches. The power everybody's talking about. That gets Adrien Broner listens more. He listens to what people got to say more than what he's seeing himself. Yeah. Because I think even when Porter hurt him with a shot, it wasn't a wobble. Oh, he's about to go down. It was like, hold on, let me just get my bearings, get out of here real quick, and make him reset. And he couldn't make Porter reset. Like, I see Porter pushing his punches even when he hitting the heavy bag. The power is 16 knockouts and how many fights?
I don't know, man.
Broner thinks everybody who's pressure fighting him is Marcos Maidana now. He's broken. And until he gets in there and trusts a catch and shoot, he gotta trust the catch and shoot that he won't miss and get shot. And once he does that and he turns the guy, he gotta say, okay, do it again. But it's a 20% chance that he does do this, not an 80% chance, a 20% chance.
Go ahead, man.
What I do know is this, man. This is documented. You can go check it out on ES News. Dwayne Blake, the brother just came from the weigh-in. Dwayne Blake is saying, man, you need to go and take a rest now, ASAP. He's like, no, man, I don't need a rest. When I feel tired, then I'll feel sleepy, I'll go to sleep. And he spent the entire afternoon before the fight in the boxing gym with Floyd Mayweather and company. And Floyd Mayweather was telling him, man, you look like you need to go take a rest, man. You need to go take a rest. And he's like, I'm cool. In other words, according to Beats Point, this brother, he don't listen to nobody.
Right.
He's too big. He's too big. He got a big ego, and he does what he wants. And nobody's going to force him because he's a big man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Mike Tyson. So Mike Tyson is right there.
Can I make a point to that, man? Adrien Broner, Carsino made a point before that this dude came from nothing, man. Like, straight up, all right? And coming from nothing got different effects on different people, right?
I agree.
Floyd Mayweather came from nothing in a way, but he had people who stroked him along the way. Adrien Broner just had his dad that was making more kids, right?
Man, you're getting into social issues, psychological issues.
That's what discipline is.
Bro, it's too deep.
A lack of discipline is a social psychological
it's all too deep, man.
Yeah, but
it's a lot simpler than that.
Nothing. It was homeless. I mean, Lamont Peterson was homeless, living outside of cars.
Like I said, poverty affects people differently, man. Bad situations affect you differently, and when you feel like you make it, the type of person that feel like they make it and they can do whatever they want, that's the person that'll be right back to what they were. And that's sad, man. Adrien Broner need to get together, man.
I think we all saying the same thing, but just basically in different ways.
Yeah, I think so. I think, man, we burned out on that, man. We burned out on that, man. I think, man, this has been a great show, man. I'm sure the people listening, they were thoroughly entertained with how it was involved. And I'm gonna shut it down, man. As Michael likes to say all the time on Countdown Box Report.
Can I say a couple things before you shut it down?
Go ahead, bro.
First of all, I want to say that since today is Father's Day here in the States, I want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Secondly,
one minute, Michael. You need to mute though, because I'm getting feedback. Go ahead, Michael.
I'll just repeat myself. I want to say, since this is Father's Day here in the United States, I want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Secondly, on a personal note, I want to use this opportunity to give my condolences to the Charleston 9, the 9 individuals who died as a result of that act of racial terrorism in my home state a couple of days ago. And I want to thank you, EJ, giving me the opportunity to be on this show, because I've been in a pretty down mood over that because of the situation in Charleston, because it's really, shows like this really give me the opportunity to really speak on boxing, of course, but also just gets me out of a funky mood. So gets me out of a funky mood that I've been in. So I just want to thank you for the opportunity.
Nah, no problem, man. You know, and I hear what you're saying, man. You know, that's a shame what happened in your home state, and you know, a lot of times, yeah, when we as we, you know, we are media, when we're doing this, you know, doing the boxing podcast and stuff like that, and Father's Day, you get a chance to, you know, get it out there rather than sit and just go through it, man. I understand, you know, you show your support by you know, probably not coming to the podcast, but you probably show a bit stronger when you come out and still continue to do what you gotta do. So I appreciate you coming over, man, and you know, spending some time. It's a hard time over there for Carolina, where you are. Chris felt it as well, and so I appreciate you, man. All right, and on next note, yeah, next week we're gonna be covering. There's not much next week, but we're still gonna be coming. I'm gonna keep these hangouts keep going. You know, some of the, like I said, some of the best YouTube channels here out of the YTBC. 78 Sports TV ain't here. Anthony's not here. Mr. Natty Turner. JDO's on the Where You At. Ben Umar, Chris Caban. We missed y'all guys as well. Boxing Beats Some Rhymes over here. Like What You Need. T and Assad. Yeah, man.
I'm
Thanks
here. I'm sorry, I just got back.
No problem, man. Thanks for coming over, guys, man. But from EJ Boxing Live, EJ Boxing Live Hangout. Hope you guys enjoy yourself, and we catch you another one. All right, peace.
Peace.